Hi, cuties!
Hello, hello! Korohayo, konnichiwa, and konbanwa!
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just... Hi. Yeah.
A little nervous?
Yeah. I was about to say we are a little nervous, chat, but it's just because we see you, okay? And it's kind of our date, so how are we supposed not to be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's like that meme where, oh my god, he's so cute. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm on
a date,
so
chat.
cute.
What do I say?
I don't know what to say.
Help me.
Help.
Hi, you're cute.
Hi, you're cute. And I'm getting to spend my Valentine's Day with the cutest girl.
Oh my god, so
world.
true. Same,
jealous,
honestly,
Kat?
same.
You get to watch. You get to watch and listen to all of you listeners out there. Currently,
don't you worry.
Me and Saura, we have dressed up in matching
Yeah.
nightwear. Yeah. So she's my white to my black. And
Indeed.
yeah. Okay, let's describe it since it's a podcast, right?
Oh, fair.
Okay, how about you describe it? I'm shy.
Yeah, so we both are wearing a very lovely and a little bit short, if you ask me, dress. I am wearing it in color white, while Koro is wearing it in color black, with a little bit coverage on the booby side. Right? Not for free, chat. I decided to... Don't do it. Anyway, I have my signature pink sweater, while Kora is having also a pink sweater, but her pink is the cutest shade of pink you will ever seen, covered in flowers.
Covered in flowers. Pink, and you have like a nice proper like pinky pink.
Oh yeah.
Colored. Yeah. Your pink is like perfectly pink with your ear flowers, actually.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for me, I had to put up the mesh because I remember when I was like getting dressed in this lingerie. I remember literally almost dying of embarrassment.
Oh.
Like, my boobies are out, and then I had to.
My bad.
God, I had to get a little decent. I had to sew on some mesh.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Can say that about me, I guess.
I like it. I like the way you're dressed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Same, yeah. I like yours, yeah. Sorry, chat. It's gonna be like that today. You need to...
Last time as well, we're like, oh, it's just gonna be us complimenting each other.
Yeah.
And today it's like, sorry, chat. It's just gonna be us like flirting and maybe looking at each other's boobies sometimes, and it's that's just the way it goes sometimes. Chat,
yeah. Sometimes it goes like that.
Exactly.
But anyway, welcome back to the VYapps chat.
Yeah, welcome back, and welcome in. It's the Valentine's Day special today. Yeah.
Hopefully your favorite podcast with your favorite Dragon and Ino. Like, I don't know any other duo that is Dragon and Dino, so
that is true.
So I say your favorite, but I guess it's the only one also.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing. Being the one and only is a good thing too.
Sure.
Special. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slightly different D&D podcast, exactly. Although don't be mistaken, we're not playing D&D tonight.
Although
Sorry.
if we were, Okay, Sora would have rolled a nat 20 on like persuasion and seduction 100%. 100% chance. Okay? And my saving throw would have been a nat 1. I would have made it that way.
Wow, wow, wow.
I'd be like, oh no, the dino is seducing me. Oh no.
No, please don't do it.
I don't know why I'm so heckin' nervous.
Yeah, it's been some time since we last did the VYapps,
Yeah.
and it's been actually a month.
Oh,
And
it has been, yeah.
yeah, and I guess we just need to get back into the track.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
yeah, I was like streaming literally yesterday, but it's so different, right?
It is.
I need to
It
learn.
is.
I need to learn again.
It's like if you don't stream for like 2 days, you kind of get a little like, wait, do I know how to do
Same.
this?
Yeah. I
And then you
often
get
take
super
like,
nervous.
a weekly break when I travel, and then I go back and I feel like I'm doing it all
Yeah.
like from the
Like it's
start, Yeah.
100%. I feel you. I feel you. I feel the same way. Yeah. So today for our podcast today, it's Valentine's Day. So first
Well,
and foremost, happy Valentine's Day, everyone! People!
people,
Happy
yeah.
Valentine's Day! I hope that today, I don't know if it's just starting out for you, or if it's ending for you, or if it has ended for you, or if it's in the middle of it. But happy Valentine's Day, happy day of love. Whether you celebrate it or not, I hope that you understand that today is not just a day for a love with someone like your significant other. It is a day of loving a lot of different things in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. And also the people you just care about in your life,
Yes, exactly. We asked you guys to send in a lot of questions or like ask for advice and stuff. Now, me and Sora, disclaimer, we are not mental health professionals. We are not couple counselors. We are not people who are in any way, shape, or form or capacity professionals in any way. So please, if we do give advice or insight into anything, it comes
Yes.
from two individuals with our own lived experiences and our own thoughts on something. And so remember that if you have asked something specific to your situation, if we say something, try to see if it actually applies to you at all. Okay?
I mean, guys, it's Valentine's Day evening and we're sitting here with you.
Yeah.
I think you can get the idea how good we are. But
No,
listen, yeah,
we chose to. Okay, we were so kind.
we have
and
each other.
benevolent.
Okay,
Yeah, yes,
we have a date with each other, so that is
You guys-
something.
Yes, that's something, and you guys are so welcome that you get to be part of it.
Have you ever thought in ever in a history that a dinosaur will be actually on a date with the meteor that crashed through the earth,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly, right? Who would have thought? The history, I never heard about that.
Is this like hostage syndrome or something where I killed
I
your
chose it,
friends,
okay?
your family, your
I chose
whole
this.
species,
It was.
and now you're like you're the only thing I have left.
I regret nothing.
I mean neither. I do. I regret a lot of it. Don't worry about that. I do. But I'm happy I got you out of this thing that didn't happen. It didn't happen. Yeah. But if it did, I was sorry. If I allegedly,
Uh-huh.
perhaps, maybe, did something like crashing onto the earth and wiping out anything related to Sora at all.
Mm-hmm. Apology accepted. Moving on.
Okay. Do you want to just start with the questions and stuff like that?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull them up. Bam.
Yeah. Da-da-da, we have a very professional setup, guys. Don't.
Yeah. Look at it. Isn't it super professional? It has chocolate and everything.
Yeah. We would normally put up a whiteboard, but
Yeah.
the loft is quite small and we can't fit it in, so yeah.
And we can't really move much because the lingerie is very short. And
Indeed.
we don't want any slips.
Indeed, yeah.
So we're gonna be glued like this until we end the stream so that we can finally move. just so you guys know. Okay, I'll read this question and then how about you take first question, or you can answer first, okay?
Okay.
So, while we typically associate Valentine's Day with romantic love, are there any special people out there you would like to wish a non-romantic Valentine's to?
Well, I would say you, but at the second foot, maybe I would like to wish you a romantic, actually.
Oh. I would love to wish you a very romantic Valentine's Day, too.
Yeah, no, obviously, all the people that are in our lives but are not associated with us regarding the love feelings, right? They're all super, super important, and I would like to just thank them, I guess.
Yeah.
For being here.
Thank
you. Which is Coro, which is a lot of other people I've met through the vitamin journey, which is obviously my dearest Chasser. And I don't have many more friends.
You know that love quiz that's going around lately, the one like, what animal are you? On Twitter. You know about that one? Yeah, so there's one question that was like about your friends.
Yeah.
And there's one option that says bold of you to assume I have friends. And I was in voice call with a few friends. And then they were like, so Koro, you chose the bold of you to assume that you have friends, right? I was like, am I that lonely IRL? Like, it's true. It's true. The only IRL friend I have is Robin.
Yeah.
Koro is kind of quiet. Okay, I will speak a little louder.
No. I can put it. I can put you.
Oh, okay.
More, but I thought Koro was too loud, guys. Actually.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I thought.
Am I not?
I put it a little bit smaller. I mean, quieter.
Am I hurting your beautiful ears?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not the
issue.
issue.
As long as I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Never.
So, yeah, for me, same as Sora said, I wish all of you all a very happy Valentine's Day in a non-romantic way.
Yes.
Because I do want you to know that I do love you all very much, but not romantically, okay? Let's keep it platonic here, folks. Let's keep it platonic, folks. Let's keep it going, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Person.
Okay, so
yeah.
This one.
Okay.
This one isn't like I don't think this is a Valentine's Day question, but as a person that is planning to start out as a VTuber, I have prepared almost everything and spent many hours in VTube Studio trying to control my model. But I'm scared pressing the go live button. What advice do you have to overcome that scary wall? And what games would be good to start out with?
Oh, I can do it. I can answer that. You know, you ready? You're listening?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah! Yeah, exactly!
I swear, that's the number one advice I always try to go with. Just freaking do it. You don't need
Yes.
to make it perfect from the beginning. You just make it and then work its way up to
Yeah. You
being
fix it
better.
as you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Best advice ever, Sora, because I was thinking the same exact thing. You just do it.
Right?
Don't think. Don't
Right?
think. Stop
Yeah,
thinking. Thinking is your
indeed.
biggest enemy when it comes to these things. You get scared, shut your brain off. Okay? You
Indeed.
shut your brain off and you just hover, go to the start streaming button and you just click it. Okay?
Yeah.
And then what you gonna do? You're live now. So now you just gotta stream, right? And then you
Yeah,
just do it.
yap
You just
about
have
everything.
to. And then you just stream and then watch yourself go from someone like I was extremely nervous every time I hit the go live button to I hit the go live button and then I forget I did and I'm like, oh shit, I already hit the go live button. I gotta hurry up.
I see. Yeah, no. If you'd like to feel better about yourself, I highly recommend checking out my very very old videos, like one of my very first time I actually hit the live button, and it's totally different vibe than what you see now. So
Yes.
trust me, it is a progress. And if you
Yeah.
start the stream now and feel like, but I am not as good as somebody else,
Yes.
you may say. First of all, don't say it. But if you happen to say it, it's a process. Nobody was a great streamer since the very beginning. Like, if I remember my very first streams now, like, I would probably know what's that. And, also for me, what was a big issue was the fact that I'm not a native English speaker, right? So when I started out, I was like, my English was like very slash Polish kind of pronunciation, and I didn't know how to find the perfect voice for myself. So it also took so many tries, and like I guess
Yeah.
like just maybe half of a year ago, I started to feel like I actually speak nice.
See, and that's the thing. And I hear you sometimes still get a little like nervous or
Yeah,
stuff
because
about your voice. And I get mad at you every time, right? And that's the thing, right? Like if someone as amazing as Sora can feel insecure and feel like, oh, maybe I am not doing something as good as like, and I get mad at her because look at her, like she's perfect, right? And so your feelings are not uncommon if you're scared or if you're nervous or if you feel any sort of way, but they're not real. Okay, they're not uncommon, they're there, but tell yourself they're not real. Okay, do not listen to the voice that keeps holding you back from
yeah,
doing something to change your life. I know that nowadays, people expect everyone to be perfect from the get, right? And that's just not how life works.
yeah.
So if you but the number one way to fail is by never doing it at all.
It was
So
actually, I heard a beautiful quote some time ago when I visited some artist streams, right? They told that, that's a random number I'm putting there, okay? But it was actually the number from the quote, not related to anything. So people ask her, is it too late at being 25 to like start drawing, or like being 30? Is it too late to start drawing? And she always answers like, you're gonna be 25 or 30 anyway, right? So you can
Yes.
be 25 and good at drawing, or you can be just 25. It's your, it's your choice.
Exactly. That's such a good way to put it.
It's
That is
it's
so
yeah,
so good.
it made me wonder about how I procrastinate and how I don't do the stuff I want to do. So
Yeah.
it really made me thinking. I love that one for sure, and I hope
And every day that
it will,
passes,
yeah.
you are older than you were yesterday. You know? And you are one day further from starting, right? Like
Yeah.
you could have started yesterday. And so if you didn't start, Like yesterday was the best time to start, and the second best time is now.
That's so true. Oh my
Yes.
god, we're so smart.
We are so smart. Yeah, exactly. As for games, don't make the mistake of going for something popular if that's not what you
Yes.
like.
Yes, I was just
The
about to say
best,
it.
yeah, the best game to play is the game that makes you happy. Because when you are happy playing it, you are going to be far more entertaining once you start getting like confident talking and comfortable. You're going
Yes.
to have a much better time with yourself as well. So I highly recommend finding something that makes you happy and then streaming that without worrying about anything else, especially in the beginning. Like, yeah, later you can try like hopping on trends and stuff and whatnot, but especially in the beginning, why make it harder for yourself than it needs to be? Okay, anchor yourself with something you love. And then once you know that you can, all of these other things that you struggle with, like being scared to go live or not talking a lot on stream or being nervous talking to an empty room, once you're over that, is when you can be like, okay, let's experiment with things completely out of my comfort zone. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say that don't do the mistake that I do and don't play games you enjoy playing, not people expect you to play. Because sometimes I was feeling like streaming was a core because I didn't want it to play certain games, but I was forced to by somebody's expectations, for example.
Yeah.
And when I didn't have fun in the game, I feel bad for not enjoying what they enjoyed and for lowering, like they were expecting something different from me, and I just felt bad for
Yeah.
like I forgot the word. But just like for not making other people happy, because I was not happy. So every time you want to stream, you should stream something you really do play. Like right now, I'm kind of sad I can't play Marvel Rivals on stream because nobody wants to watch that.
See, but maybe it's better that, if you do start playing Marvel Rivals, then people who do want to watch Marvel Rivals will come and watch you. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe your current audience is like, I didn't follow you for Marvel Rivals. I followed you for art. But then if you do art, then people are like, I followed you for Marvel Rivals. Okay, but I'm a person who
Yeah.
likes to do both.
Yeah, that's the
you
that's
know?
the hard part of being a variety. You can
Yes.
never
Yeah.
satisfy all of your
I have
audience.
noticed it's so hard because sometimes I'm like, oh, today was a really good stream day. I'm so happy. There were so
Yeah.
many people. And then the next day I play something, everyone's like, I hate this fucking game. I'll see you next time, Kodo. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
goodbye. I'll see you next time. But it is what it is, right? Like I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, is this person playing what I love watching them play? No? Okay, then no. Like I do the same thing, so I have to accept that people are gonna do that with me too.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, because I'm like, I really love watching this one person play Minecraft, right? I am not going to watch them play Souls because it doesn't bring me the same joy or calmness or like fun that I get when I watch them play Minecraft. So, but I wouldn't mind watching someone else play Souls, and it just is like that, sometimes, and it's you gotta overcome the need to make everyone happy. I
Yeah,
say
it's
as I
important to
struggle with
understand it.
making everyone
Oh, that's me
yeah.
recently. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but the moment you learn, you're not gonna make everybody's happy, and you're
Mm.
just gonna do you. And hopefully, one day the people will come in for you, not the game. That is obviously
Yes.
the goal for every streamer, but you need to understand at the early stage that it's not like that. In the most
Yeah.
cases, people are
Yeah.
for the game, and because, for example, they like you and you're playing the game they like, so that's a double win for them.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah,
most cases,
exactly.
it's not about you.
Mm. The dream for a lot of, or I guess all of us, is people who come to watch you for you.
Yes,
But my
that takes
my
time.
4-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks, and I feel like now might be when I'm starting to see that people are coming in for me, and those are like a few only.
Really, only now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only now, yeah. And for someone, they
Unbelievable.
might, yeah. But like,
Unbelievable.
I've had staples. I've had like people who've been there from the start and everything. But you
Yeah.
know how it's like, like, okay, yeah, I have this one person or I have this people, right? That's been there, like they're die hard, ride hard. And then I've had people who come back like maybe once a year or twice a year to say hello and stuff, and that's really nice. But now is the first time like people have like, uh, I see them. I have my Oshi mark, you know, and
That is so
and
heartwarming, I swear.
yeah. Oh my god, you have no Sora. I cried in the bathroom. Like I was scrolling because I was
Oh,
on the
yeah.
toilet.
I
I
like
just
the
remember
moment I saw my first Oshimorg
like
on
Oshimark.
Twitter, somebody like randomly liking my post. I was like, oh my god, look at it! And I sent it to like show it to my parents.
Yeah,
Like I made it, mom.
that's what I felt too. I was like, what? What did I make it? Like people are having
Yeah,
my Oshimark in their name, and it's like
yeah,
4 years coming up, right?
yeah.
Some things can take time for a lot of people. So don't lose hope, okay? If you're like, I want to get rich fast, or I want to get big fast, or I want to, it's not for you then, because chances are you're never gonna make it big, and so you gotta have a lot of passion for it.
That's true.
This
That's true.
this needs to be something that brings you joy in different ways on different levels. So yeah,
I feel like we're yapping so much
right.
about that. Yeah, anyway, just do it and play what you like. Next.
Yes, next. Okay, let's start with simple geography questions.
Oh my god.
What is the capital city of Canada? A. Ontario. B. Quebec. C. Ota- Ottawa.
I didn't sign up for the quiz.
I think it's uh, Ottawa.
Uh, I, I don't wanna say anything.
Okay, Brazil is mostly in the southern hemisphere. True or false?
uh,
I think Brazil is like the butt, right? Like it's that not butt, but like the one sticking out. And I think it's
yeah.
mostly in the northern hemisphere, isn't it? Or is it in
Uh,
the
North,
I don't
east,
know.
west.
I don't know.
I don't-
I heard that in America, you guys have your map centered to you, right? And then you get surprised that people don't have their map centered to you. Is
Can
that
we
true?
skip the
I don't know.
question? That is not related to any topics today.
I know. And then what is the highest mountain in Europe? Mont Blanc, Elbrus, or Ben Nevis? I'll tell you what the highest mountains are right now, and it's these
Oh,
guys.
well, you heard it, guys. You heard it, guys.
Hmm.
Moving on.
Moving on. Dear Koro and Sora, I
Yes.
need your advice.
Ooh.
How do I know if I have a crush on someone in an I want to date them way? We already call our hangouts dates
Ooh.
and hold hands in a jokey way. What if I don't actually like them in a date way? And I just like their company as a friend because they make me feel comfortable. Okay, I want you to answer first because I have a few thoughts about this. Yeah.
Um, that is hard to understand. I know. I've been there. And the problem with that kind of thingy is you need to see how you feel around that person and how you feel around other person. Like, if that is the only person in your life, it's gonna be hard. And in most likely, you can feel that you like them more than you do because they're the only person right next to you.
So good. That is such good advice. That is such
That is
good
not
advice.
It's-
I think that is so smart to say that if you're real, if you're around them all the time,
Yeah.
but you don't really spend time with other people, you don't really have like a comparison board, and so you can get confused that way. That is you're so smart. Such a smart dino. What I was
Yeah.
going to say is that maybe I'm not answering your question. Well, I think that it's very dangerous to not have clear boundaries um, when it comes to this sort of thing. So, like, for example, me and Sora, we flirt and we joke around and everything. We both have zero expectations about, like, one of us is serious, you know? And one of us is actually trying to pursue actively a relationship with the other person right now. And so, if you don't know if the other person is actually trying to actively pursue a relationship with you, um, accepting hangouts called dates, holding hands, if you think it's jokey, like, do you even know if they think that's a joke? Right? Like, I get very, very worried about, like, not having boundaries. And so, not having boundaries like this can also lead to a relationship later where miscommunications and crossing invisible boundaries is just bound to happen, first and foremost. But as to answer your question, like your advice, how do I know if I have a crush? Sora said it the best. You will know you have a crush on someone, like, hey, I actually want to date this person, if you go hang out with other people. Because get friends. I say when I'm friendless, but like get friends or get other people, even if acquaintances, right? And then just try to think like you don't have to actively do anything. Okay, don't be weird to people, but like if you grab coffee with some friends and stuff, ask yourself if hey, if this was a date, would I feel the same way with this person that I would with the person that I'm currently seeing? Um, or if I never saw that person again, would that make me sad? Do I want to kiss this person? Like try to talk to yourself about scenarios that is very not friend like. Do I want to kiss this person? Do I want this person to do romantic stuff with me or to me? Can I think of them sexually? Can I you know, can I imagine myself in these situations happily? Like, oh, that actually makes me happy. I do want to kiss this person, or I do want to do this and this and this with or to this person, you know? But yeah, like Sora said, hang out with other people. It's the best way to, it's the best way to, compare. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm,
Indeed.
mm.
I am looking kind of puzzled because I don't know if our shard chat is still working.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
It's being such a butt.
Again, there was a form, DJ, everywhere on our socials and on Discord, so you could put your questions in the forums. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we aren't able to pick any more questions because, as you see, we prepared a very beautiful presentation. So, in case we can't add any more questions currently, since the presentation is now done. Yep.
Yeah. Hello.
I think I've sent it again to the shard.
Share
Welcome
chat,
in, guys. Please
started.
note that
Share chat is
we.
on.
Okay, cool. That we. That this is a podcast, so we're not as interactive as chat as we are
Yes.
on our normal stream. So please don't be mad if we don't say hi to you. We say hi to
Yes.
you at our hearts, okay?
We're reading everything.
Yes, we see you guys.
Yes, we
We
read
see you.
everything, and Sora and I are both very interactive with chat normally. But for the VYapps, we will not be talking individually to people because this is going to be a podcast as well. And so we want minimal editing later. Instead of like having to scrub out every single person's name from the podcast and stuff. But we are reading everything and we're making
We
sure
see
that
you,
you guys.
chat. Yeah.
Yes, everything is in the title. Everything is, both on the title, on the stream, and everything. So use your eyes, okay? Okay. Okay. But yeah, I hope this advice helped you. Boundaries, hang out with other people, and think critically
Yeah.
about your situation.
I may have only one thing to add, that
Yes.
if you are questioning yourself, is the answer yes or no? It's probably no.
That is very good advice too. Yes, I like that advice too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Hello, Sora Koro. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hi.
On the topic
Thank you.
of Valentine's Day,
Yes.
it is a very dangerous day for me.
Oh.
I am allergic to chocolate. What other candies or sweets do you like that I should try instead? Thank you. From Wholesale, aka Sally. First of all, I am so sorry
Yes.
that you are allergic to chocolate.
That sounds terrible.
I am so sorry for the loss of something beautiful in your life. And I'm sorry for rubbing it in.
But there's fortunately a lot of
So
other
much.
cuties, sweets. For example, I had a very Polish traditional thingy today, which is called angel wings. I had no idea. I have no idea that it's actually called that way.
What is
But-
that?
Well, that's the tough question. It's, I mean, you. I regret saying that.
Why?
Because I have no idea how to describe it. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I found it. So basically, it actually is called angel wings, apparently, which is so absolutely cute. Because in Polish, it has nothing to do with angel nor wings. It's
see.
actually called faworki, which sounds have nothing to do with the angels or stuff. But basically, it is like sweet, crispy pastry, and it's made out of dough, and it's shaped into this kind of like ribbons, twisted ribbons, actually. Then you like deep fried it and sprinkle it with powdered sugar. So there's like no chocolate, and the only sweet thing is the powdered sugar, because you probably can make the dog was like from the pastry is you don't need to make it sweet itself.
Is it like churros or funnel cake?
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's absolutely
Funnel
great.
cakes. Yeah. Yeah. Because funnel cakes is like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to
Oh,
know.
that's tasty. I've tasted it once in my life when I was visiting Germany. Yeah, but that's not polished. It's like the German variety.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I
Favorite.
love this. I love this.
Oh, for me today I had macarons, and they were powdery pink like my sweater. They
Damn
were
it,
super
so
pink. They were
cute.
super cute. I really liked them because they weren't too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Lately I haven't liked sugar sweet things.
Mm-hmm.
I like them to be balanced sweets now.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they become too sweet, then I'm like, ugh. Now I have to drink lots of water.
I feel you, yeah.
Yeah, and then for me, I think that the best sweets you can go for if you can't have chocolate is cake, or macaron.
I think
Because
I
both
never
of them
actually
feel
tasted
like a good
macaron.
sweet tooth. You haven't?
I don't think so. Maybe like I took a bite from like this macarons. They were like selling ones at McDonald's, but that's
No,
probably yeah.
that's not
That's
macros.
probably that doesn't
That's like
count.
that's like crap. That's crapperons, not macarons.
Yeah, I need to
They
educate
literally don't
myself.
even. They literally don't even taste the same. You
I
know.
need to get it. Yeah.
I made it just in time for my question. We just answered it actually, but we'll say it again.
Mhm.
I was saying, I am so sorry that you cannot taste chocolate. That sounds horrible.
Yes.
But I would suggest trying out different sorts of cakes
Mhm.
and different sorts of macaron flavors. I really like that, and of course, ice cream never goes wrong. I like pistachio. You can try that one too. Mm. And then Sora was saying,
Yeah. I said I highly recommend checking out funnel cakes, aka angel wings, if apparently somebody called it that way as well.
mm,
I just had them today and I absolutely love them. Or I also got today spiced cookies. Actually, they're more like probably Christmas thingy,
yeah,
but
like
I eat
gingerbread
it.
cookies.
Yeah, I eat it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I remember you talked about it last time we were on podcast. You were talking about your spice cookies. Or on your
yeah,
birthday.
probably. I just got a new
Yeah.
pack today.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't had like proper spiced cookies or anything. There's also I was about to talk about like a really good cake that's a spiced chocolate cake, but I feel like that's not gonna help you regardless with your question.
uh,
But if anyone else
yeah.
want to try, a chili chocolate cake is like so good. So you should try that. But I also highly recommend going and trying different sweets from different countries. Like one of my
Oh yeah.
favorite sweets, like with that is not Japanese or Korean, is actually from South Asia. There's like a South Asian sweet store in the city, and
Mm.
there's something called what's it called? There's something called um jalebi and barfi,
Okay.
and it's so good. I have no idea what it is. It's so good, and you should go and try like different kinds of like traditional sweets, cause you never know how your life is gonna change with like super tasty stuffs.
Sure. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot live
Hi.
without Pockies right now.
Oh,
Apparently.
Pockies are so good.
Yeah. And I've only
Pockies are
tried
so
them. I
good.
think when I buy this big box of like Japan slash Korea, just like
Yeah.
Asia kind of food box,
Yeah.
when you were like with all the sweets and like things you can buy at their places. And then there were Pockies, and I'm like, oh my god, how have I lived my whole life without this freaking thing?
It's so good. It's like the perfect amount of cookie and perfect amount of like chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crunchy, good, sweet. Have you tried pepero, which is the Korean pocky?
I don't think so.
You should try.
Just
Try
yeah,
both.
just the
Like you have now you
normal.
have tried like normal pocky. You should try normal pepero and tell me which one you like better.
Okay, I need to do it.
I hope this helped. Next.
Yay!
I just want to wish everyone a comfortable day. I just want to remind everyone that love goes further than just romantic love. Your friends, your family, all those you care for, let them know you love them too. Happy Valentine's Day to you all.
Aww.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for such a lovely
Yappy.
message. Arigato.
This is important.
This
You
is very
remember that,
important.
guys. Every single
Yeah.
Valentine's, okay?
I get very upset. In like not in like a angry way, but like I get very upset. I saw so many posts about like single awareness day, or like oh it's the single people's sad person day and stuff like that. It made me mad because I hope that you guys learn that if you have if you want to find love, you will, okay? But if you are moping about being single, you're not really in the best uh mind space to find love. You know, because you're not putting the good intentions, and I feel like you deserve good love. But if you go into a relationship not wanting to be lonely, you're not gonna find good love. Okay? So remember, you have to go in with like a better mindset than, man, I'm so fucking lonely. I just gotta find someone, you know? That's a recipe for disaster. So no, Valentine's Day is a day of love, not a single awareness week. That love can extend to loving yourself.
That was
Um,
what I was just about to say.
yes,
Love
yeah.
yourself as well
Love
today.
yourself. Love yourself. It is not cringe. It is, in fact, one of the most important things you can do. And so don't be like, oh, it's Single Awareness Day. No, be like, I'm gonna hella treat myself. Today I did a lot of work. I did so much work that I have been putting off. And I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. I got my macaron, I got a steak, I got some Betty's
Ooh.
Max. I was vibing, I was playing music because I wanted to be kind to myself. And
Yeah.
I don't feel like just because, you're not with people that you love, or you don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or anything, that's a bad thing. Being single is not a bad thing, guys. So I hope you understand that, love yourself first and
Yeah.
foremost.
It's
That's
the
very
time for
important.
you guys. You will never
Yeah.
have more than that time for yourself and your passions. So
Yes.
it's now that you need to work them
And a
out.
controversial opinion, Sora. You know what that is for me?
Mm.
It's better to be single than to be in a relationship with someone who's not gonna treat you well on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I've
That's
learned my
apparently a very
lesson.
controversial. Right. See? Me
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Me
learned my
too.
lesson on that
Me
one.
too. Holy shit. Like, I have never felt more lonely than I felt than when I was not single on a Valentine's Day. I have never felt more lonely than that. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Okay, no, can I say something about something that just came up in chat? I think that's
Yeah.
important to talk about. Okay. So, someone in chat just said, I've just accepted that I'll die alone. Good. Because that doesn't necessarily need to be a bad thing. Again, if that's what you accepted, what I wish for you then is, are you setting your life up? You know how exciting it is that you are going to be setting your life up in a way that you can live it fully without any commitment to anyone else then. You know? The thing is that what I have learned is people fall in love with people who live a full life, not half a life. And so if
That
you're
is
like, "Oh,
true,
I'll
yes.
never find someone," that means that you never have to worry about someone else ever again. Fully focus on your life. Set it up in such a way that when you are alone on your deathbed, okay, you can be like, I'm ready to go. I did what I wanted to do. I lived my life fully, and I was happy about it. Because if you're gonna resign yourself to be sad your whole life after, just because you can't find like a person that is willing to love you, why do you need anyone else? Love yourself. That's basically it. Love yourself. Always. Okay, next one. Imagine, Sora, you have a
Yes.
cake. Any
Oh,
kind of cake. Sponge or cheese or bomb. I don't know what kind of cake is a bomb cake, but still. Alaska, ice cream, etc.
yes.
What would your ideal customized cake be filled, flavored, or decorated with? Valentine's dessert is important after all.
It is important, that's so true. To be fair, I had such an amazing cake on my birthday. Like, oh my god, guys. Can we like appreciate?
That actually looked so good. It was like
Yeah.
a white cream cake, I think, with the red roses
It was
on
whipped
you know?
creamed,
It was
yes,
so
with like
it looked
forest fruits, all kind of, fruits you can find in the forest. And I think that's my perfect mix, actually.
Ooh,
Like,
nice.
I swear I'll freaking love whipped cream cakes.
Yeah.
And if they flavored with a little bit of the fruits that I like, in this case, it was the forest fruits, right? It was like I don't need anything. I don't need anything more, unless maybe a little bit of sparkle.
Oh, what sparkle? What's a sparkle?
Just a sparkle, so it sparkles,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah. I agree.
Nah, it was from a bakery.
Have you ever had a marzipan cake? A Nordic
I don't
marzipan
like
cake?
marzipan. Oopsie. Yeah, I also I'm also not a very big fan of pistachio. Okay, so just so you know.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It just means it's more for me. Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. No, the cream cake. I don't like cream cake.
Oh, more for me.
Yeah. I don't like cream cake in a sense where like I needed to be a different cake with cream filling, if that makes sense. But I don't like the cream cake itself, like if it's just a cream cake kind of thing. Yeah. That's why I like marzipan cake, because it has cream filling in it, and then it becomes tasty because it also has marzipan. Yeah.
Fair.
For me, I think my most ideal customized cake would be a chocolate cake. But you know
Okay.
the kind of chocolate cake that, have you seen the movie Matilda? No? Okay,
No.
I'll show you the scene later. But there's this
Aki.
scene where the principal forces the kid to eat a giant chocolate cake, and it's like a punishment, right?
Oh yeah,
I
such a
have
punishment.
Yeah. But that chocolate cake is like triple tiered, and it just looks so fucking good. And I have had one chocolate cake in my life that was like perfectly decadent, not too sweet, not too gooey, not too dry. Everything was just perfect, you know? And I still dream about that flavored chocolate cake until this day. Like
I
until
see.
today. It was so good. I just a simple, clean, not too sweet, not too gooey, not too dry chocolate cake. It would be my ideal chocolate, ideal, cake.
My ideal cake would be Koro shaped. Next.
Mine would be yours. Anyway, any advice how to communicate to your partner that I'm here for him and he doesn't need to keep his problems to himself, and that kind of behavior is hurting both of us?
First of all,
I feel this.
some people just don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? Like, some people just don't understand it, or they do understand it, but they don't care about it. That you're there for them and that you want to help them. It's just they want to be with their own problems alone.
Yeah.
And if you tried to communicate about that and guiding them about that, and they still don't understand it, I'm not sure if it's about them understanding or it's just about they weren't being up all the time and that they prefer it that way. So sometimes there are things you can't really do about, right?
Do you have any advice though on how to communicate, or do you feel like if they have tried already, it's kind of like a moot point to come up with different ways?
Well, for my like what I dealt with, right, is that I also tried, but it never really worked out. So for me, it's kind of lost cause because I learned it that way. You know what I mean?
Yes. So I feel you on this so hard, Sora. And when I read this comment, I got so sad, you know, because
I've been there.
um I've been
I've
there.
been there and it
I
was
have
hard.
it was so hard, especially
Mm-hmm.
the more you try,
Yeah.
the harder it gets. Like
Mm.
this is not gonna get any easier. Um if he is someone who never opens up,
Yeah.
you know? And for me, my okay, can I it's going to be a little bit long, but can I say it because I don't want to say it badly.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's the thing, chat. And I'm sorry if I say it wrong to all the listeners as well. I will try my best to try and make it not sound wrong. I feel like this is mostly a man problem, in a sense where every time, like even here in this comment, it says on how to communicate to your partner that I'm here for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't need to keep his problems to himself. And I feel like a lot of girls I've talked to who is in a relationship with a man has always had the same issue, that my boyfriend doesn't open up. And I've had a lot of queer friends who has had the same issue, like my boyfriend doesn't open up. And I've had a lot of, like, lesbian girls who's like, I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
You see.
So right, so I feel like there's this thing where if someone, like, men usually, unfortunately, go through a culture of, like, exactly, of being alpha male, whatever, emotions are weak, or nobody's gonna
Yeah.
take you seriously, or anything like that, and blah blah blah. Like, there's a lot of toxicity about male emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more about, like, the fact that they need to be solution oriented at all times, right? And so their emotions are not solution oriented at all, so they don't want to talk about it. They don't know how to fix the feelings that they're having, so they rather just sit with it bottled up. Now the problem with that, right, is that those feelings are going to come out, but they come out at the worst possible timing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, let's say that Sora and I, we are in a relationship. Do you want to be the man, or do I can be the man, okay?
If you think you can handle it better, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be the man. Okay. So Sora
Mm-hmm.
is someone who likes to put dirty dishes in the sink,
Hihi.
and I hate it. I tell Sora, "Hey, babe, uh, if you have any dirty dishes, don't put it in the sink. Either just wash them, or put it, like, not in the sink, okay? And then I'll wash them later." And Sora's like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, whatever, right? Like, that's not a big ask." But Sora has had this habit since she was, like, a kid, right? If
Mm-hmm.
there's a dirty sink, she puts it in the sink. And then I get annoyed. I'm like, oh my god, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, right? So I don't tell her that every time she does it, it pisses me off, right? Like, I won't say that to her. I won't communicate that to her. And then one day, what I do is that my bad habit is that after I drink up the milk carton, I leave it in the fridge. And then Sora's like, okay, let me open the fridge because I need to take a stock inventory. I see we have milk, we have cheese, we have this and that. She goes out, she buys everything that we need, comes home, only to find that the milk is empty. And she's
Yeah.
like, this is the 5th time you've done it. Can you please stop fucking leaving the milk carton empty in the fridge, Koro? And I'm like, damn, okay, sure, cool, yeah, whatever, right? And there's this, she said it once, I've said it once. We both know that this is something the other person doesn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So every time Sora puts a cup in the sink, I don't say anything. I get annoyed, but I don't say anything. It's not a big deal, right? So I don't say it. But
Mm-hmm.
Sora says it to me every time I forget to take the milk out that is empty. And so one day I snap at her. Okay? So Sora says, "Can you please stop putting empty milk in the fridge?" And I get mad. Okay? Why do you fucking care if I put, just check it the next time, blah blah blah. And Sora doesn't like it that I yell at her. So Sora says, "Koro, stop. I don't like that you yell at me right now. You are not allowed to yell at me."
Don't yell at the Dino.
No, I'm not yelling. But yeah, right? She's like, "You're not allowed to yell at me. I don't like it when you yell at me." And then instead of listening to the fact that she's now coming to me and talking to me about what she is experiencing and feeling, I say now, "Well, you know, I don't understand why you always are up in my ass about the milk when I tolerate your dishes in the sink." And then Sora is gonna absolutely dismiss me here because she's like, "That's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about you yelling at me." And then I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm only yelling because I'm annoyed that you don't like that I do the thing with the milk when I tolerate you about the dishes." Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and here's where the communication issue happens. Now, the guy usually feels like these two things are absolutely related, and if I have tolerated, she should tolerate me too, and everything, blah blah blah. But Sora saying that, "No, this is about you yelling at me," right? I feel like, and then suddenly, this is where the guy feels like he is opening up. This is a wrong time and place, buddy. Okay? You should never open up once your partner opens up. If you have issues with your partner, or specifically if a boyfriend has issues with their partner, right? If you're a guy, talk about it when you have the issue with it. Don't wait until your partner opens up about something you did wrong. Okay? That is not your space to do so. And then in my last relationship, right? What happened was, that was the only way to communicate with him at the end of the day, was if I brought up something, it will always end up becoming like that was where he finally opened up about himself and what he was feeling. And then if I dismissed him, if I said, "No, this is about what I'm feeling," then he would say, "See, this is why I never open up. Because you never take me seriously. You never take my emotions seriously." And then it would end up with me being sad that he yelled at me or he threw things around or whatever, and then I would end up having to hold space for him and his feelings without him understanding that I am doing so at the behest of my own feelings. And the fact that you do realize that right now I am being kind to you. I am trying to be a good girlfriend, but please understand that you have to be a good boyfriend, and after this conversation you have to apologize to me. But no, I had to still apologize to him and everything because I didn't want him to feel like, because he what we made sure that it always felt like I never took, this is why men don't open up, right? Because when we do, like, you dismiss us. And all of my friends says that this is what happens. I'm just like, you can't say this. You are allowed to open up. You're allowed to be like, "Hey, Koro, if Sora, like if I am mad at Sora, for example, if I'm the guy, I have to be like, "Sora, no, baby, I love you. I really, really dislike it when you get mad at me and yell at me for a stupid thing, okay? I don't like it when you do that."
Okay.
Not when Sora is mad at me for being yelling at her. How the heck did you summarize it so well? Because unfortunately, once again, this is something like I have talked to so many people, and like this is not Sora's thoughts, so don't take it as Sora's thoughts, but my thoughts is this is why feminism is needed. Because this is, this kind of culture is hurting the men, where you guys are, even now someone said, I babysit a kid called Onion, or I call him Onion. He's like 6 years old. He just started school. He literally just started school, and he has been such a good boy with like actually
Aw.
communicating his, feelings, right? So imagine this, like he's 5, 6 years old, and when I say something or do something, he's like, Auntie, I just want to tell you that when you tell me I need to go to bed without listening to me, it makes me upset. You know? And I'm like, oh, okay. Right?
And now you need to talk more, yeah.
Now I need to talk more. So I'm like, okay, hey, let's talk. Let's communicate. Because he is very much like, Mama told me to communicate my feelings, right? And he's like, I want to listen to you, Auntie. I want to be a good boy, but I feel like you have to listen to me too. I'm like, yes,
Valid.
Yes, I should. But someone like, a teacher at his school got annoyed with him because he spoke that way to her.
Okay.
Right? So she said something, and he was like, I understand that you want me to listen, but please don't take a tone with, like, don't get angry. Don't use angry tones with me when I am trying to do what you're telling me to do. Right? And I felt like that was a very good communicative thing for a kid to say.
Yeah.
And she basically told him, she tells him, I think you think about your feelings too much.
Huh? That's bullshit.
It's like, yeah. And it's like, but you haven't said that to the girls who cry, right? You don't say that to the girls who cry or like scream or yell or like or anything. Like, you allow them their feelings, but you don't allow him his feelings, right? And it starts very young. And this happens, like, this is implicit biases against like, with how badly you treat girls, it will affect boys as well, right?
Yeah.
So if girls are too weak, it means that the guys have to be strong. Right? If girls are too emotional, it means that men cannot be emotional at all. Right? It will always affect both parties equally. And so if girls are too emotional, it means as a boy you can't be like a girl, you can't have emotions. And so if you start with boys as young as 6 years old, you're gonna have emotionally constipated adult men. And so when we have like a lot of these guys who basically they just don't understand time and place when their feelings needs to come out so that they don't hurt the people that they love. Because what I've learned is that to whoever asked this question, I want you to know something. Your partner can absolutely not be malicious, and he can absolutely truly not mean this. But you are not his therapist. You are not him, and it's not your job to have a grown person grow up. It's not your job to raise this person. Is all I'm gonna say. That was a long, long rant, but I really feel this one.
Yeah, I didn't interrupt you on any part because I find Koro a very, very smart person, and everything she said, I just sign myself under that, because that's you couldn't word it better.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's all it needed to be said. To be fair, and you ate it, girl.
I ate it. I ate it. Yeah, good, good, good. Cause yeah, at the end of the day, it's really hard at times because when you love someone, you really want to help
You
them.
want to be there, yeah, but some people
Yeah.
just don't want you to interrupt their personal space, you know?
And then you have to ask yourself, is that something you want?
Or if you can
Can you live with
adapt
someone?
to it, you know?
Yeah.
Because at most cases, if they don't want to let you in, they will not be there for you in those
Yeah.
kind of situations because they don't understand it the other way, right? So
Yeah.
if they don't let you help them when they have hard time or they want to talk, they probably, as they not used to it, they probably not gonna be there for you in this hard time. So
Yeah.
you need to find a way inside your brain if that's something you want to commit to, because maybe you expect the other person to commit like the same amount of energy and love that you commit to somebody, right? And just some people just can't do it, and
Yeah.
that's totally fine. You can change them. You just, I guess, go on the look for another person, unless you really think you can do something about it. You can, unless you can like
Yeah.
try talking about it. But if you already did it, I don't know if there's anything else that can be done, you know?
Mm, mm. I am a hardcore romantic addict. Okay, I love
Yeah.
romance so much. I love the trope of like the princess and his and her knight or his knight. I love like love at first sight. Soulmates is like my favorite thing. Here's the thing though, that only works when both people want it and want it
Yes.
badly. Okay,
Yes.
it only works when both people want it so badly. You're not supposed to be exhausted by a person.
Yes.
Okay, listen, life is hard and you're gonna face so many hardships with the person you're with. Okay, the thing is though, if you guys are meeting hardships, because nobody's perfect, okay, you have flaws, I have flaws, everyone has flaws, you know, and and the thing is that you can't expect people to be perfect for you, or you can't change people to become perfect for you. What needs to be a big thing is, can I live with this? If this person never changes
Yeah.
from who he is today, can I live with this person who he is today? He doesn't change for the next 50, 60, 70 years of my life.
That's basically love, right?
Yeah.
When you find out that even though you see that somebody is not perfect and they make you they make your blood boil in few ways, let me say it that way. So love is when you actually, although knowing all of that, you still look at the person and you still think that that's the one you want to be with, regardless
Yeah.
of those little thingies they do that made you go crazy. But they're
But if they're
done. They,
breaking your heart every day,
yeah.
that's not love. That's dependency. If
True.
ask yourself, why are you staying? I can't find anything better. Nobody's gonna love me like they love me. Nobody will understand me like they did. Fuck that. There's literally 8 fucking billion people in the world and you're telling me nobody's gonna find you? That's bullshit. First and foremost. Second of all, I asked myself in my last relationship, and I loved him very, very much. I asked myself, can I live with him if he stays who he is for the next 70 years? And no. No, because I knew maybe I would learn to live with him. I wouldn't learn to live with myself if I stayed with him. I was like, I will hate myself for the rest of my life, even if I learn to love him.
Yeah.
And that was a deal breaker. I had already learned to hate myself so much because that's kind of what happens in the end. You hate that you're just not good enough. And then you try and you
Oh,
try and you
yes.
try and you try and you try. And then I was like, you know what? No, I can probably force myself into learning what I need to do to love him. I won't love myself. And so I remember I broke it off while I was still very much in love with him. And it was hard, but like it's been a lot of years now. And all I can think of is I wish them well. I wish him very, very well.
Yeah.
I'm happy for it. I'm much, much happier for it. And at that time, I really, truly, truly, truly felt like I would never, ever be as happy as he made me. And I was like, but I would rather be miserable alone than miserable with him. Because it was just extra misery added. Like, if I was going to be miserable, I might as well just have to deal with my own misery, you know? So that's what I wish upon you. If you feel like it's a lost cause, like Sarah said earlier, if you have to ask yourself, is this a lost cause? It probably is all I'm gonna say. Because a good relationship doesn't have you and questioning if something is a lost cause. It has you questioning, what should we do tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you had a fight today, it's over, it's done. You've made up, you've kissed, you've done some dirty stuff maybe. I don't know what you guys do. And then you ask, what do I want to do tomorrow? Anywho, next. Valentine's Day can be fraught with danger for those looking for a last minute date. Do you have any words of caution that may help and or assist in this effort?
I think all the previous questions were kind of very well guided toward this one, right?
Yeah.
What you learned
Yeah.
today, chat, is that first and the most important, uh, be good to yourself and love yourself
Yeah.
and feel good with yourself. Because
Yeah.
you see here the issue. You're looking for a very last minute date. And ask yourself, why are you even looking for a very last minute date? Like, are you not, if you don't have one, spend this day with you, right?
Yeah.
You is your date. You don't need somebody else to point how beautiful and smart you are, because you can do it yourself, right? But if you really want somebody, I'd say try the grounds before you commit. I know that sounds crazy, okay? I know that sounds crazy. But hear me out. Really try to learn about the other person first. And if there's a slight thing you don't vibe about, don't force it. Don't force it.
And I agree. I agree with Sora. And for me, fraught with danger for looking for last minute dates. Do you have any words of caution? Don't do it. Stop. Get some help.
Fair.
Just don't. Don't do it, man. You got video games at home. You got the nice chair. You go get yourself some Beppy Smack, some cold ice cubes, some snackies. You sit down.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can either, just focus on yourself. Make a day out of it for yourself. And if you can't do that, if you're like, no, that's making me sad, then just forget that today is a special day at all.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably like 50,000 special holidays that you don't give a shit about. Make this one of them for while you're single. So yeah. That's my
Just don't.
advice.
Move on.
Just don't do it. It's not worth. Okay? Have some self-respect. Okay. Okay. I'm scared of opening up to girls after I caught my last girlfriend cheating on me.
Oh.
How do I open up and start trusting girls?
Any boy in the chat?
I have some advice. It's some tough love advice. I'm sorry. How do I open up and start trusting girls again? The short and weird answer to this is you don't.
Okay.
Like, you don't just. Everyone you meet, if they're going to screw you over, they will find a way to do it, baby. Okay? If the next girlfriend you find wants to cheat on you, she will find a way to cheat on you.
Yeah, no matter what you do, right?
No matter what you do. Okay? No matter what, if she wants to really fuck you up, she will. Now, the problem, or like what I suggest is, why are you letting someone who hurt you deeply stop you from finding someone who won't?
Yeah.
You know?
I think the question is more about, how to regenerate after the hard time, how to actually go out and try to look at somebody else, right? And, that's just, like, I don't think there's, like, a thing you can do.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
like, that hurts and that made you suffer and that closed you for other people, for sure. So you need to work it out through tries, I would say. Like, it's obviously not gonna be the first person you'll ever meet that will change your life and be, the most, the sweetest person that you can trust with your life. It's obviously not gonna be that. And it also takes time. And in my case, it's a lot of talks to actually open up to a person, to actually trust them and feel comfortable with them. So I would just advise, if there's a person you think you can have a deeper relation, or maybe not even a relationship, but just like a person to trust with, I would say just make sure to spend a lot of quality time together to get to know each other better. And if you feel like you can, then start talking on the deep conversations and see if they are thinking the same way that you are thinking, right? Because if that matches, then I'd say that you should be safe with, if you feel like they see the world the way you see it, it should be a little bit easier to get on the vibe,
Yeah. Cause I like your advice. I like your advice. It's very hopeful, and I think I think at the end of the day, it really always keeps coming back to you have to learn to love yourself enough to understand that people will hurt you so deeply, and you are allowed to feel that hurt. You are allowed to feel sad, and you are allowed to feel absolutely like betrayed.
Yeah.
But love yourself enough to not let that ruin your life forever. Okay? People who cheat are horrible, and there's going to be plenty of them out there. But if you know, I would never do that to someone, right?
Yeah.
Then trust that logically there's someone out there who thinks exactly the same way you
Yeah.
do, right? The only thing I can advise you mostly on is that when you finally get that courage, when you finally understand that you are worth something, like you should love yourself enough to not let someone who, if someone cheated on you, they aren't worth your time anymore. So they shouldn't have this influence of your life of how you move on and become happy, right? And all I can say is don't treat the next love of your life as a punishment for what someone else did. If you do happen to find someone that will love you, don't be suspicious of them. Don't go around like making them feel like they're being punished for something they never did to you.
Yeah, because
Okay?
every person is like a new page
Yeah.
in
And I
your
know that's
in your
hard.
book, right? You
Yeah.
need to learn the first chapter to actually know what it's gonna be about, right?
Exactly.
And it can be
So,
totally different than the last one.
yeah. And I'm very sorry this happened to you. You don't deserve that. Nobody deserved that. But that's my tough loving is get back on your feet, soldier. Okay? Someone like this
Yeah.
does not deserve to knock you down and keep you there. All right? As a VTuber, how is the best way to make new friends and ask for collabs without end up using each other for content?
Well, ask yourself if the thing what are your intention about asking somebody to collab if
Yeah.
because that is totally okay. Like you need to diverse two things because basically one is making friends that are genuine friends, but the second one is making business relation, and both of them are totally okay.
Yeah.
You
Valid.
don't need to be friends with everybody that you collabed with or worked in some kind of way. That is totally okay to have both diverse friendship and business relations. And what I can say for as an artist, I take, VTuber communities is a very friendly community, I would say, by general. People are like welcoming. When you first look at this kind of stuff, they're welcoming, they sweet, they call each other very, sweet words, even though you don't ever like talked to them before. It's just
Yeah.
the kind of aesthetic that goes this way, right? And with that aesthetic comes this weird intention that every time you speak a word to somebody, you automatically become friends. And that can be a
Yeah.
toxic trait at some point. Because I had a lot of clients that I strictly worked with professionally as a business. And then they expected me to be their friend. They expected me to, support all of the things they were doing within the VTubers, within their journey, right? When our intention was strictly business. They paid me, I did the stuff that I needed to do, and
Yeah.
we separated. But then some of those people, come back and expect that it was something that brings us closer. And I'm sorry, but you cannot buy somebody's friendship, even though you paid for doing something. Okay, I did my job, and that's where my job ends. So you need to ask yourself if the connection you're making is related to business or is it related to friendship. If you want to make a friendship, I guess the advice for that is just make the VTuber friends the same way you do normal friends, right? You hang
Yeah.
out, you spend time together, you play games together. That's the easiest way, because obviously we can't really go out together most of the time, right? And sometimes it's even hard to like stay in touch because of the time zones, but if you want it, you're gonna make it happen, trust me. And like I said, not all the collabs need to be friendly collabs. You can do business collabs, and that's also fine. So just my best advice for that is you need to feel if the collab is being a business one or is it going to be a friendship one. And if you feel that you're kind of getting into the connection with those people, then you go. That's a friendship, right? But if you happen to play with somebody once in a while and then you see there's nothing from them after that, that's probably was just a business for them. And that's how you like divide, I would say, those kind of stuff, right? Just see and feel how the connection is going. I know that people connections are kind of hard, and especially here that everybody's so friendly and stuff. But I guess you will really feel it, if somebody is interested, genuinely interested in you, or is just interested in getting into the numbers of somebody. So it's totally okay to collab to make business relation. But you just need to point that out, right? If you want to collab with somebody, not for the sake of numbers, but for the sake of friendship, try not to like dive in with the collab from like as the first encourage, right? You never speak before and you go, "Hi, would you like to collab?" No, the answer is probably not. How about just stalk their profile, interact with them by their stream. The greatest thing that always make my heart warm is when other VTubers stop by your stream. That show respect toward your content and toward you as a creator, and that makes you feel appreciated, not only because of your numbers, but only because they care about your time and what you do, right? So I would say just find a way to make a genuine interaction before that happens, and if you vibe, congrats.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's totally fine. Like, you don't need to like everybody. Remember that. And if you feel like you don't want to follow somebody because their content changed or anything like that, you're welcome to do it. You're welcome to just go your separate way. Trust me, it's for your own safety, like your brain safety.
Exactly. You are so well spoken,
I mean, come on, have you heard yourself?
Yes, I go. When you, when you, I agree 100% with Sora. I just want to add on that, when you say how do you ask, best way to make new friends and ask for collabs, Sora does it so well by saying that it's okay to not become friends with everyone, and it's a good thing to keep things separated with like business and with friends. And then for me, for example, I have lots of friends now in the VTubing scene, and a lot of them I will probably never collab with because not because, oh, I don't want to collab with this friend of mine because of A, numbers, or B, this, or literally because I'm like, this is my content, this is my business, this is something like I'm gonna be very strict about. And so someone I can love and adore and support 100% within their content and their humor and their everything, it is still not necessarily something I want on my stream.
That's
So
also important.
I can be like, right? So I can be like best friends with someone and then be like, yeah, but I don't want your kind of content on my channel. Right? Like I don't want your vibe is something I will support for you. Right? And I think that it's important as friends to understand that your friends are friends. So if you're like, I want to have friends and I want to collab with them, but I'm worried about ending, that we end up using each other for content, then you're not really friends because, like Sora said, friendship doesn't necessarily necessitate collabing and content creating. Just because you find friends in the VTubing space doesn't mean that you have to do anything VTuber related with each other.
Yeah, sometimes it's just, hyping each other in the back scene. It's like
Yeah.
helping with like we can understand each other on the surface of like being a content creator, right? So we understand when we struggle with, and we can help each other like get secured with the fact that we all go through it, and you're not alone, and we're here for you because we've been through that. And that not necessarily means you out there need to do stuff together. Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just can't be
Exactly.
there, happy to help with everything you need to like you're doing backstage and you struggle with. But
Yeah.
we could never like see each other on each other's stream, That's
Yeah.
that's totally fine.
And I think that's important to like keep in mind. Sora put it so well. I love because I've thought about it the way you said it, but like what you said, but not the way you said it, and it just clarifies so
Yeah,
much in my brain for me
I
right
thought
now.
I may have something to say here since I do
Yeah,
both, not only the
actual
VTubing
clientele
stuff,
work.
but yeah, but
Yeah.
also the art part of it. And I really had so many things where I don't say that it's a bad thing to try after commissioning somebody to try and make friends. It's okay, because I've also ended up being a
Yeah.
friends with some of the people that commissioned me. But it was, you can feel it when you actually when the friendship is made, and when it's strictly business, right? You can feel the difference, you can know the difference. So don't expect from somebody something that you see was not really made.
Yeah. Well put. Well put, Miss the
Oh, yo,
Dinosaurus.
yo, yo.
Yo yo yo. What does Valentine's Day mean to each of you personally? Do you have a particular way you prefer to celebrate it? I feel like we've talked a lot about it.
Yeah.
Now to summarize,
Just a
it's
normal day, love yourself.
yeah, literally, and it's like because it's a day everyone is celebrating and stuff like that. You can also just make it a day for yourself. And everything. As I did read in chat, someone said that Valentine's Day, is like what did they say? Uh, is just an illusion, right? Like if you're in love, every day is Valentine's Day. If
Yeah.
not, why do you have to have it on this specific day? And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say you're wrong. You are so wrong. Because this mentality only works, in my opinion, if you are someone who gives chocolates and flowers and gifts and rose petals on like the bed or whatever every single day. If that's what you do every single day already, you can have that opinion. If you don't do chocolates and flowers and petals and candlelit dinners every night, then you don't get to have that opinion.
Yeah, but it's, if you do something daily,
Yeah.
it kind of becomes like your habit, or like it's not a
Yeah.
surprise anymore. So I totally, as
Yeah.
much as I feel it's a very cute way, like obviously to support your
Yeah.
loved ones, not only on the special occasions, but every time you can. I don't think like doing it every day would be
Yes.
like I'd say
Yeah.
if you do it only on like Valentine's Day and never again, like beside I don't
That's
know
bad too. That is
Christmas
bad too.
and the birthdays, okay, like any other
Yeah.
occasions, that is okay. That is kind of stinky maybe, but
Yeah.
if you do it like from time to time, just from your pure heart, that's okay, and you can still have that Valentine's Day as a special day, because
Exactly.
it is a day. We can't get that. It is a
Yeah.
day, so the
Like-
the day is still happening, so you can still have it to celebrate a little more than you do normally, and that's fine.
Yes, exactly. Or like me, I was like, okay, I'm sorry, a little story time again. The reason I find that comment triggering,
Yeah.
the reason it's triggering me is because like my ex said that all the time. right? My
Okay.
ex said that all the time. Like, I hate Valentine's Day. And he would only start saying it like a week before Valentine's Day, even though I had talked about, like, hey, I really want to celebrate Valentine's Day this time, right? Like, can we make something super fun or just something sweet? Like, hey, we don't even have to do it on the 14th. Maybe we have Valentine's on
Yeah.
the 15th when the
It's just
chocolate is like on
about the day, you
sale,
know?
right? Like, let's do something cute.
It's just
Well,
about the
I
day
can
of
love you
having like
every
something cool.
day.
Yeah.
I can love you every day. I don't need a special day to love you. And I remember last time I looked him straight in the heckin' eyes and I said, when's the last time you got me a flower?
Right.
He had never gotten me flowers.
Oh no! You see the flower
Never.
on my head? It's for you.
It's for me.
Yes, it's for you.
And the worst part, you know what I realized? Like this guy is the worst is because like imagine saying that for like 2 or 3 years. And his mom, I was with I was visiting and his mom was there and she was a sweetheart. Okay? And she
Yeah.
shows me like what his dad got for her. And he was like bouquets after bouquets after bouquets after
Oh, so he just didn't
bouquets.
learn.
And she was like, so what did my son get you? And I just look at her.
Oh.
Nothing. And she's just, and then I see the panic in his face. And I'm like, he's never gotten me anything. Ever. He doesn't believe in it. I have asked him for it. I have almost literally begged him for it. He never gets me anything. He doesn't care about me. I said it straight out last time. And she basically forced him to give me a rose from her bouquet. And I knew at that point this guy,
It's fucked up.
this is not a good person. Like I you know, you shouldn't have to beg. So yeah, I have just realized that most people, not all of them, because I saw a lot of comments on Twitter saying the same thing. Oh, why does Valentine's Day have to be special when I love you every day? Because you don't do flowers and chocolates every day. Okay? It's not something you
Yeah.
do every day. It's a special occasion to literally just do something cute and sweet.
Yeah, it's just
Okay?
about having a fun day.
Yes, and it just shows intentions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it just shows intentions. We should normalize giving guys flowers too. I remember I said I had never gotten a bouquet. Guess who got someone a bouquet? And guess who said, "Don't embarrass me like that in front of people again."
No!
Yeah, but that hasn't stopped me. If I ever date a guy ever again, and not a girl, even though I want to date a girl, if I date a guy ever again, I am not letting. Again, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna give. If you know any boy who comes my way, I like flowers, so I'll be showering you with flowers.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. Normalize guys getting flowers. I think normalize guys giving guys flowers too. Please, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's very important. A brolentine, a galentine day. You know how girls have like galentines? Like
Oh,
girls,
yeah.
you know, single girls, they come together and they do a lot of things and everything.
You should too, guys.
Guys should have a something.
Valentines?
Valentine's Day. Yeah. Where you guys go out. Go out. Go get your nails done. You know, women also, even if you're straight, let me tell you right now, women love a good manicured man. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Okay. Get yourself chocolates. Buy each other flowers. Okay. Go get go get some drinks and stuff. I think if someone told me, like, yeah, no, last year I was single, so I was just spending it with my boys, I would probably fall in love. We went out, we had some drinks and stuff, we did, we bought each other flowers.
Yeah,
I would
we
probably
watched
be like, oh,
Barbie and
that's a green
cried.
flag, that's a green flag.
Indeed.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to win the heart of a giant monstrous hunk like Godzilla? My advice is back off. Back the fuck off. He's mine. He's not yours. He's mine. Okay, next.
I agree. I mean, if my Koro girls want the Godzilla, she's gonna get the Godzilla. Stop away.
Yeah, he's mine. He's not yours. How does Sora feel about Koro's entrance on Earth being the reason there aren't that many dinos anymore? Allegedly.
I'm feeling okay.
And there you have it.
I mean, Now the truth is, if Koro wouldn't do this, I wouldn't be myself today, right? Because only because of the fact we all died, they take me into the ship and made me this girl, the Dino girl I am right now, right? So there's also, something needs to end for something to start, and that's the life circle.
And the thing is, I want you guys to understand that you have to stop saying it as if I did something. Okay? When it was something that happened. And I was part of that happening. Okay? I was falling. I wasn't aiming, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that changes everything, actually. It's about the intention, guys,
Yes.
It's about the intentions, not about the outcome itself.
Yeah, exactly. And that goes for Valentines, too. If I invite a Polish girl out, how would be the best way to do it? And where should I take her? I'm taking notes so hard, guys. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
Take her to I'm trying to think about something we do in Poland that it's gonna be that everybody likes, but apparently all I can think about is just going for pierogis.
Okay, if you want a Polish girl to love you, you go take her out for pierogis. So your job, your homework is to find the best pierogi place near where you live, okay?
If you take me for a pink pierogis, oh my damn.
Pink pierogi?
Pink pierogi! And then we eat favorki.
Okay, pierogi, favorki, kissy. What? Anyway. Do you have a Valentine? If you don't, your stream makes everybody feel better, I swear.
Well, I do have a date. Do you see? It's sitting next to me. How about you? Haha, that's what I thought. No, but thank you.
Yeah, what do you mean? If you don't have... Do you not see my Valentine? Are we not each other's Valentine? Huh? Huh? What are your preferences on hair? Long, short, bald, and wild, styled, simple? Talk to me. Tell me. It seems like you have so much to say. I'm ready.
Oh my god. I just love boys with this kinda long hair, but not so long. It's just like right for their shoulders. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just seeing boys in front of my eyes right now. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Okay, Sarah, have you noticed that when boys' hair get that length and everyone's like, oh, then they just go cut it all off?
No, never. Please.
For me, I feel like it's more... I don't know if I have a type. I do think I have a type, but it's mostly anime guys. You know?
Yeah.
Like my type is if it's in like character, like 2D. But IRL, I don't think I have a type. So for me, it's like if you have long hair, it needs to suit you. If you have short hair, it needs to suit you. If you're bald,
obviously, because
Like if you
Yeah.
have the most beautiful long hair but it doesn't suit you, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we should definitely work it out, right?
Yeah.
No, I know. It's not. Sometimes, it's about the person, obviously, because it sounded like I'm so biased for long hair boys and I'm not gonna look at anybody else. No, it's just who you are as a person.
No, but I understand like what you were like, oh my
But
god.
if you're asking about my preferences,
like, right above their their shoulders. So
yeah.
good. And I really like it, like for me, like aesthetically. Not something I would be like, oh my god, that is so attractive to me and I want to date that. But for like whether it's men or women. Oh, just to preface it to chat, I like everyone and everything. Okay?
Yeah.
Koro is if it's love, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So for me it's more like aesthetically speaking, I do love super styled hair,
Yeah.
with like oh, I love to see like the way it's cut and the ways that kind of way.
Yeah, there's also a difference, like, if you care about your hair, right? You can see that somebody put effort in them, and that's mostly sells. That sells.
Right. But if it's like, but I don't expect everyday people to be going around with like style to the nine
Yeah,
hair.
of course.
So it's more like, is it clean? Are you taking care of yourself? Do you if you have short hair, do you know how to care for that? If you have long hair, do you know how to care for that?
Oh my god, if you have curly hairs, I'm so sorry.
Curly is so it's so beautiful though.
It's so beautiful, but it's so hard to maintain.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. For
and
my
the amount
whole
of
life.
money and like
Yeah.
and just like the best type of curls I had was when my whole like hair care routine took 3 hours. And
Yeah.
again, I have straight hair now
I have the
because
most
made it,
straight hair ever, but for my whole life, I wanted to have such curls and all. But then I met people who have like curly hairs, and the struggle they went through is just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but you look beautiful. Let me just tell you, it's all worth it, okay?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, but still. I once I had to cut my hair very short because I was sick. And it was like right above my cheeks. And when you have shorter hair, if you already have curls, it gets curlier. So I had like natural, those 50s.
Oh,
like wee. It was fun.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So let's see. So yeah. So I don't think I have preferences really. At the end of the day, keep it clean, keep it fresh, keep it trimmed. If you're bald, keep your
head shiny.
Yeah, keep it shiny. Make sure to take care of your skin.
Yes.
On the head. Yeah. And again, like aesthetically and then personally, that's two different things. I am mostly into anime and creatures. Anywho. What is the one thing that made your heart stop and still remember to this day?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Because it doesn't really specify if it's good or bad.
Yeah. I don't know.
What is one thing that made your heart stop and still remembers to this day?
All I can remember is something that happens on stream, probably. Like, I have the little heart attack because something didn't went the way I wanted it to go, but I can't even remember like a actual situation, I guess. But I know there were like situations like that. Like, obviously when, there's like big raids, but I mean there's like bot raids or like hate raids that you can't really control and you don't know how to. So that's the thing. Because I'm pointing that out especially because I think there's like a lot of things that made our hearts stopped for a second in a bad way, and I don't think we want to point that out.
Anything
So
in a relationship though, or like in love rather than a relationship.
probably when I find out my relationship is about to end.
Yeah, that one always like, you know. I
Yeah.
say always. I've only had one boyfriend. Anyway.
Yeah, same. But
But yeah, that's something you don't forget anytime soon. Like that realization.
yeah,
When
the
it
moment
hits
you
like,
realize it's a lost cause, you know.
it's a lost cause. Yeah. For me, it was like it was like he kept lying to me, and I kept on, had the feeling that he was lying to me about like certain things. Only for me to visit him at work one day, and then on his work computer, he had like, how on Firefox there's like history tabs on your front page tab thingy. Like it
Yeah.
shows you the most frequented
Yeah, yeah,
sites
yeah,
you've
yeah.
been on. And like 3 out of like 5 of them was like porn and girls and
Oh.
like actual live chat girls and stuff like that.
Oh.
And I remember I was so happy to go visit him and stuff like that, only to go in and see that. And it was a site. I told him several times, I don't like that site. I don't want you to go on that site. He's like, "Oh, I'm just there for the memes. I'm just there for the memes." Right?
It's never for the memes.
It's never for the
It's
fucking
never for
memes.
But
And then
I
he has the audacity to look me straight in the eye and
like,
say,
who the fuck you think I am? Like a 5-year-old?
right? Okay, Sora. So you know what he says to me? You know what he says to me? He says,
I'm listening.
I didn't mean to click on the girl tag. I meant to click on the gift tag. And I just look at him like, so many times that your Firefox history shows that that's the only website you're on. And the only, like, and shouldn't the gift tag come up? Like, if you
Yeah.
actually, and then,
Right?
yeah. And I remember, like, when I turned and looked at his computer screen, it was just filled with, like, yeah.
Weird stuff. I
And
see.
my heart stopped there because it was just like, it just hit me like all of like the lies and just like me choosing to believe him over and over and over again. Because if I didn't, I was a bad person who just couldn't trust him, and that made
Yeah.
me a horrible person. And yeah, I still remember that very, very well to today, because I remember how much I hated myself afterwards because I left him a note that said, I hope you think of me. I love you.
Oh.
Fuck that guy. Have some self-respect, past Kodo. And to all of you in chat too, I guide you to a self-respect I didn't have. Okay?
Yeah,
Next.
but I like how we match with kind of the vibe we have, because
Yeah.
I also had the same way. Like, I needed to find out myself. I mean, it wasn't that hard, because I just find out that instead of, going to my place and hang out after an event we went to, he stayed at the event itself and spent the rest of the weekend with the boys instead of coming with me. And that's okay. If you want to do it, just tell me you want to do it, right? And don't lie to me that you need to learn for your exams and work stuff just to me find out that he haven't even had his PC on for the whole weekend, because I apparently could check, if he boot his PC or not at all. So he didn't for the whole weekend. He just spent it with boys, and then for the whole straight 2 weeks avoided me until I actually, just like you, came to not to the work but to his house, and like with a gift package about like, oh, I know you're preparing for your exams, so I got you some chocolates and the stuff you like, so it's gonna be easier for you. Just to look into his eyes, and he tells me, oh, I'm going to a theater with boys and my parents are out of the town. And normally when the parents are out of the town, I was, moving to them, right? To him.
Yeah.
So I didn't see the car, and I was like, I see, okay, but let's be cool. Yeah, so I just give him the package, and I say, like, I'm gonna get my stuff and just go,
You had so much more. Like I
I
still
mean,
like that took me a year before I ended things. Like you have at least a lot more self-respect than I do.
I was
I
waiting for
really
like.
hated myself for a long time afterwards.
No, I feel that for weeks, that something is odd and it's now or never.
Yeah.
If I go there and he don't seems to be interested, I know it's the time to, say goodbye
Yeah. You've only
and
ever
just
had
move
one
it.
relationship too, like me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've been with that guy twice. So we kind of broke
I
up
see.
and I go
See.
back to him. Yeah. So that was
Yeah.
kind of no self-respect.
Yeah, yeah. I get it though. I can't blame you.
But
I
I
can't
was
blame
young,
you.
okay? I was young. The first
Yeah, that's
relationship
why.
happened when I was like 50, 15,
Yeah.
16, so baby, right?
Yeah. I was super young too. I was super super young too. And you're super young and for me he was older, than I was as well. Very bad. Very bad. Hate that. Anywho. Anywho.
Honestly.
I couldn't think of anything to ask, so I just wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Arigato.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much. Both of you are unlucky with finding good guys. I feel like, unfortunately,
It's
it's
just
just
really
part of
hard to find a
life.
good guy. I
Yeah,
swear.
it is kind of hard to find a good guy because here's the thing, right? I don't know if it's because I am mentally ill or whatever, or like I'm not neurodivergent. I'm very upfront with my intentions and my feelings. And so if I was like, "Oh, I don't like you," and then I was like, "Oh, I like you now," okay, but it seems to me that a lot of men aren't upfront with what they feel or what they want out of a relationship at all. And it's always like it's almost like dating a fucking sphinx. Answer these riddles 3 and I may or may not let you pass. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Or that one of us tells.
Hello?
So yeah. Yeah. She
Yeah.
froze.
Could
I
froze.
froze.
Yeah, could froze for us.
Oh, hello. Hello.
You're back.
Am
You're
I
back.
back?
Don't worry. You
I
don't.
see.
But
I see.
I don't think
Okay.
we could hear your finishing the sentence you were talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I was just saying that it's like dating a sphinx, or like those
Right.
guards that says like one of us tells the truth and the other tells a lie, but then they both are liars.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it goes both ways. I don't think it's just like finding good people is not just like finding good men kind of thing. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. It
finding
also
good
happens
people,
with women's, right?
women,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just you're again, like I said, there's 8 billion people in the world. You're probably gonna find someone who's amazing, as in as big of a chance as you're
Yeah.
going to find someone who's absolutely horrendous. And someone who was beautiful and wonderful and then turned horrendous, or vice versa. You know?
True. Yeah.
Previously asked but interested in more perspectives, beard or no beard. So this question was asked on my stream 2 days ago, and I was like, hey, save that for Friday.
Fair, fair.
Yeah. So I would like to hear your thoughts first. Though.
Well, I kind of like the baby face for the men's, which is a very hard thing because every time a man has like no beard, right, and has the very cute baby face, they're probably a baby. They're probably a baby.
They're probably baby.
So it's hard. It's hard, but I'm not saying only about the age itself, right? Because
Yeah.
that's not an issue. in most cases, okay, don't get me wrong, it's more like they kind of baby at heart, you know, and
I
I
also
feel
feel
like
like the bias for you is that you're Polish. So aren't like most Polish men bearded?
well, not exactly, I would say.
I
It
see.
depends how you like it, because now I'm trying to think all the men that I know in my life, and I'm like counting in my head who's a bird.
Who
No,
has
so
the
mostly
beard?
like
Who has
no.
not?
No, but that also is the same issue with like with the hairstyle. If it suits you,
Yeah.
it suits you, right? If it
Yes.
not, not really. But
No,
it's
not
like
really.
probably I would say I'm not a fan of like a very long and man bird. But if it's like a few days, you know,
Yeah.
that's kind of hot if you ask me.
Like the, what do you call it? The afternoon stubble shade?
Yeah.
Guys, what do you call it? The 5 o'clock shade or something like that. That's kind of, yeah, that's hot. For me, it's like Sora says, if it suits you, I like it. If it doesn't suit you, I don't like it.
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow, yeah. My biggest no with a beard is if it's dirty.
Oh yeah. If you
Okay,
have the
if it's
bird, take
not
care of the
trimmed,
bird.
yeah, if you're not taking care of your beard, if it's not trimmed, if it's not like clean, then it's an instant like, oh no, I can't, no. But for me, I have met people with beards. I have met people without beards, and for me, like, just attractively speaking,
Mhm.
I have found that it actually really just matters if you suit it, if you are cleaning it, if you are taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah. Hmm.
But probably more times I looked after the boys without the beard.
Oh, I see, I see.
If I may say that way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's your preference. You're allowed to say
Yeah, the
it.
same as like with the long hair, right? If I see a boy with
Yeah,
like longer hair, it's my
you'll
eyes are
see.
automatically
Yeah.
pointed to them, you know?
It's like guys who's
It
like
just brings my
loves
attention that
long
way, you
hair on
know?
girls or short hair on girls,
Yeah.
right? So I feel like it's the
It's the
same
first
thing.
thing I notice actually.
Yeah. Oh, I lost tracking again. There you go. But
Welcome
yeah,
back.
I agree. I agree. I do think that when it comes to these things, women have preferences just as much as men do.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
all the people
Um
do, right?
yeah, everyone do. Everyone has preferences for everyone. And hey, just so you guys know, don't lock yourself into a preference, okay? You might lose out on a lot of like amazing people that way.
Yeah.
So of course, keep your preferences as they are, but be open to like exploring different styles of people. I'm talking as if it's like a fashion choice or something. But yeah, keep yourself open for the fact that you might actually love someone who's, you're like, no, I only love beards. And then you find someone who's amazing in everything you've ever asked for in a person, and then you're like, yeah, but he doesn't have a beard.
Well,
you know?
was nice knowing you, my dear.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like that is a pitfall. I see a lot of people fall into, especially with
Mm-hmm.
like body types. Oh, but
Yeah.
she doesn't have big enough boobs, or she's too fat, or she's too thin. He's too short, he's too fat, he's too thin, right? Oh, she's too tall, I can't do it. And then it's like literally your dream person standing right in front of you, like everything you've ever wanted in someone, and it's just like there is one thing that you just can't get over, and it's like something, especially if it's something like arbitrary like looks. But that's just me. I feel like if you put too much effort into looks, like
Mm-hmm.
not effort, if you put too much uh what do you call
Attention.
it, attention only on looks, you might lose out on someone beautiful. And that's
Yeah.
not to say that attraction doesn't matter. I feel like it matters a whole deal. you should find the person you're with beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter what that person look like, you
But
personally should be like, I feel in my heart when I look at this person that in my eyes, for me, this person is beautiful.
yes,
You know?
that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to mention, that in some
Yeah.
cases in my life I had like boy friends, like friends but male friends, right? That I didn't find very attractive, but after we like vibed a little too close to each other, then it just like turned like 180, and now I like, oh, they kind of, I kind of, how can I have thought they're not attractive? So it's a process. If you
Yeah.
fall for somebody, it doesn't matter anymore. They are the most beautiful person in your eyes.
Yes. I there's this quote from Doctor Who that I really like, which is like, sometimes you meet someone and they're beautiful, right?
Yeah.
They're beautiful and you're like, wow, this is the most beautiful person I've ever met. And then you talk to them and they kind of become dull and their beauty sort of fades because there's
Yes.
not, because the way they are takes away the beauty from outside. And then in your eyes, they become dull like a brick. And then you meet someone who's very unassuming, right? Like you're like, okay, this is a person. And
Yeah.
then you talk to them and you get to know them. And then they suddenly, right in front of your eyes, they just become the most
Yeah.
beautiful things you've ever laid your eyes on. And I really believe that this is the case. And I really hope, this is what I mean. I really hope that you allow yourself to find that kind of love, because you've given people the minimum of treating them like a human being despite what they look like, you know? So if you're a short king, don't be afraid of a tall queen, you know? Same with skinny, fat, uh, short hair, long hair, tiny boobs, big boobs, tiny package, big package, you know? Whatever it is. Don't let something that arbitrary keep you from someone amazing. Okay?
True.
Do you have any advice for coping being single on Valentine's Day?
Love yourself. Next.
Love yourself. We've talked a lot about this. If you just came in and you're like, "That's my question. Why aren't you answering it?" We just did throughout the whole episode. So, go back and listen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What would be the best way to ask a VTuber girl out on a date?
Oh,
If you're a viewer, the best way to do it is you don't.
thank you.
If you're her friend and she's like, this is my friend, then the best way to go about that is you don't. I hope that cleared it up. I hope that helps. Any notes? Sora?
Well, agree.
Next. Are you a new library book? Because I want to crease your spine.
Oh,
I didn't even know you could read. Whoever said this. Learn how to read first. What does Sora's tail taste like?
the heck is that question? How would I know? Are you? Serious question, guys. If you have, okay, you probably don't have a tail, but have you ever bitten your arm, leg, whatever you have, just to feel the taste of it?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think that's what people normally do, you know?
Oh.
You don't go and
You
taste
tricked
your
me!
butt.
You tricked me! You tricked me!
I mean, listen. How would I know? How would I know, you know? It's not that I constantly go out there and bite my own tail.
Well, but wait, Sora, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. Okay. Am I crazy? Have you never bitten yourself?
I mean, I probably did, but not for the sake of tasting.
But you're not like, I'm just gonna bite myself and see what it feels like and tastes like.
No, but I probably bite others
I see. In a
for the
cute
sake
way or
of that.
kinky way?
Yeah, no, in a cute way. Like, we're friends and I nom on you to show that I care.
I do that. But yeah, you tricked me. I have bitten myself. I bitten myself on the arm. I bitten my boobie. I bitten
What? How? Wait, girl, how?
It was before I got super sick. I was super flexible.
I want to learn that trick,
Until I had some acid. Is all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
It helped.
Yeah, I guess I'm a lost cause. Damn it.
Okay, but I think that Sora's tail tastes like wonderfulness and cute, lovely peach. I don't know.
Tastes like disappointments to me. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't say that. I'll bite you. I'll tell you what you taste like.
Okay.
What is Koro's favorite snack? Sora's tail.
I see. I don't mind it. I actually have my tail somewhere here, but I don't know where it is. Hello, tail?
My tail is my tail.
Oh,
is,
there we go. You see? It's there, I guess.
mine is too thick. it's too fat. I can't get it off.
I know that feeling, don't worry.
Okay. What is Sora's favorite snack?
Oh, probably I'm gonna be biased, but like all kinds of different chips.
Oh, Sora likes chips.
Yeah.
Chips. I only like salt and pepper chips.
Oh, I see.
Actually.
I love the pepper.
Like, do you have
The
salt
pepper.
and pepper or just pepper?
Just pepper, yeah.
Oh, I've never had just pepper. Girl, you're
Or like a
thicker than
pizza.
bowl of oatmeal.
Like a pizza one, yeah.
Erectile dysfunction.
In front of me, hello?
No. You've seen what my tail does around you. It's okay.
Yeah, I've seen, damn it. Oh, guys, you're not ready to see it. It's the most cute, but at the most mischievous thing you will ever seen on your own eyes. I swear, March 5th, guys, you better be there. You better be there.
Okay. Sora, what got you into VTubing?
Oh. Graphic design.
Graphic design.
I started VTubing by started doing overlays for VTubers. So I guess like I first started offering commissions and then I made my own persona because just to be like just to be approached by other VTubers to commission me, you need to be like one of them, right? So I made myself a persona because it was so cute and all. And then it kind of happened that I was streaming before being a VTuber, right? I was a facecam streamer before, and I just kind of switched mostly because I liked streaming, but it was tiring to get ready for all the stuff. As a girl streamer, it's either non-stop comments about show your boobs or how undone you are today, right? Like, you would be more beautiful if you wear makeup. So I got tired of comments about how I look and the fact that I'm just a girl. So I switched to being an anime girl. And no regrets.
And you know what's funny? is that if you had made it big as a face cam streamer,
Mm-hmm.
then the same audience that was like, "Oh, why don't you do your makeup?" is like, "She only got big because she does makeup
Yeah,
and she
it's
looks
either that
good."
way. If
You
you
know,
don't,
she's trying so
yeah.
hard to be attractive. It's like, yeah, but girls aren't allowed to be unattractive because there are no unattractive girls that get big because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they are being scrutinized to hell and back. Like we have so many plus size men and like let's be honest, very unattractive guys at the top chain and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you will never find an unattractive woman for you know, real, what do you call it, face cam thing. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
sad, but that's kind of the what do you call it? The culture that is being created. I love VTubing because I can be you know what my philosophy is for me?
Mm.
I want you to imagine me as the ugliest thing you can imagine.
Okay.
You know, if you think that the ugliest thing in the world, like the ugliest person in the world, is like super short with like super long hair and like
Mm-hmm.
fat thighs or cows or whatever, then that's what I look like. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And if it's like, oh, I hate skinny people, then that's what I look like. Oh, I hate fat people. That's what I look like. That's exactly what I look like. I look like the worst, ugliest, unattractivest person that you can possibly imagine in your head. Now, if that makes you not want to watch me, goodbye. If you stay because you're like, yeah, Koro is probably the ugliest little thing in the whole wide world,
Yeah, sure.
but she's fun, and I think that's more important for me is that I
Mm-hmm.
have fun when I'm on Koro stream. That's the
Mm-hmm.
kind of people I want there. You know,
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
don't give a shit if I'm like thin or fat or ugly or pretty or whatever. Cause Koro is Koro is Koro is Koro is Koro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what got Koro into VTubing? Just the fact that Koro wants to be Koro?
Yeah. So I am IRL. I am a dragon. I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
white dragon now,
Of
right?
course.
And so I was like, I don't want to do face cam stuff and everything. So I was just streaming as a voice.
Mm-hmm.
No PNG, no nothing. And then I was a little bunny PNG that someone made for me. And then I was like, yeah, but I don't want to be a bunny. I'm more a dragon. I'm not really a bunny. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, because I have a little bit bigger two front teeth.
Okay.
IRL. That's why people call me Bunny. That's a
Okay.
nickname. You know, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll keep the Bunny PNG for now and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? But I am an actual dragon, so I should, you know, show something off that is more like me. And then my
Mm-hmm.
VTuber persona was Aventiro,
Mm-hmm.
which is this one. And you know, she
Of
has the
course.
boobies and she has everything. And then yeah, people basically said, "Did you know that you can play something called Genshin?" I was like, "What the hell is Genshin?" And I tried it. I really liked it. And they're like, "Did you know that you can also be a Genshin?" I was like, "What?" And
Yeah.
then they told me about VTubing, and so I met Aventira. So Koro is basically now removing VTuber persona and becoming Koro on stream.
Indeed.
Yeah, yeah. Aventira is Koro's VTuber persona.
That is smart.
Koro and Sora could be sentient trash bags. And their streams would be fun. Exactly. How big
Yeah,
is
you see,
too...
it's
Yeah.
about. Sorry. It's about the kind of person you are, not how you look. Just like we talked.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And this is the last one. How big
Oh.
is too big? Something you will never have to worry about.
Man, seen my tail? If you come up with anything bigger than that, we can talk.
Everyone went home sad and dejected. Yeah, that was the last question. Thank you
You're
guys
paying.
for you know for submitting your questions. How do you feel, Sora?
Hot. I mean, it's so hot in here. I'm literally sweating, but just because I'm looking at you. Here we go again.
Stop it.
No, it's been fun, and I'm glad we could talk about so many things with such a beautiful and smart person that Koro is.
No, I feel the same way about you.
Yeah, obviously I know, but I'm now talking about Hughes. I mean,
I see. So it's first the first person to talk is the one who gets to talk about the other person.
Yep.
Indeed. I see.
Indeed. No, I feel good if we could help with a little tiny thing. Someone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel happy if we could help with just a tiny.
I know we went on, or I say we. I went on tangents a lot, and there were a lot of rants and stuff. But truly, I do hope that if you guys were feeling a little lonely, that not only spending it with us felt a little better, but the fact that I hope you take something away from what we did talk about. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how you feel about yourself, I want to make it very clear. You are worthy of loving yourself. It doesn't matter what you think, I don't care.
Yep.
But you are worthy of loving yourself. You're worthy of loving yourself even if you're in a relationship. You are worthy of loving yourself even if you're single. You are worthy of loving yourself if you are convinced you're gonna die alone. You're worthy of loving yourself if you think that nobody will ever leave you alone ever again and you just wanna break free from just all of these people who just want you so bad. Okay? You deserve to be happy in your life. And no, you don't need a significant other to be happy.
Oh yes, please follow that.
Yeah.
Please, please.
That if everyone else disappeared from the world, you could still be happy. A significant other should be a wonderful addition to your life. Okay? Not someone who makes it happy. Someone who brings in even extra happiness. It's like 100% plus 50% extra. That's amazing. And so that way you can be that person for them.
Yeah. I struggled with that for so long.
I still do.
I still do at some point, yeah, but I've been so, holding myself back because I thought I can't be anything good without the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I missed probably so much, right, in my life since I've started the relationship, like I told you very early. It was 16. Yeah. So I hold myself back through my entire, growing up phase, I guess. And now I'm old and I feel like I didn't do enough in my life.
Yeah. Cause it is a thing like where when you get into a relationship with someone, you kind of do suspend your growth a bit, and that's why it's so important to find someone who pushes you into becoming a better version of yourself in the future, right? Who supports your dreams and supports your agency as a person. And no, this is not just for this is only for girls or this is only for boys. This is important for everyone to understand because this is the only way you are going to get it back is if you put it out into the world, right? So if you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend who gives you that not gives you but supports that agency that you have of yourself and of your life, who's if you're I really want to become a writer one day, who talks to you about like your stories and makes you feel heard and makes you feel supported in that, you have to become a person that A can do that for yourself first. And then B, the only because you know how to do that for yourself, you have then learned how to do it for the other person. If you ever find the other person, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't, you already learned to love yourself in a way that nobody else needs to love you. What do you call it? In that way, you won't be. I
Hello?
hate that my thingy doesn't work. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, but
I
yeah.
see.
So hi.
No, I know it's a very, very, very easy thing to say. Like, everybody always say just focus on yourself. But the truth is,
Yeah.
they really mean it because I've been through
Mm-mm.
that. And let me tell you, I've done the most amazing stuff in my life during the time I was learning to be on my own instead of being highlighted by the second other person, right? I did
Yeah.
my best 3D graphics that I was proud of. I had exhibitions like live, and I never done so much in my life. But just because I finally started to prioritize myself, you know? Like
Mm.
before that, I was like, that's a harsh thing I'll say, but before that, my goal in life was just to be a good wife to the person I was with because I wanted so bad for them to be successful in life that I
Mm.
stopped doing anything and just supporting them. And that
And
was so
that's
toxic.
and that is so sad,
And
right?
that
And
is
I
so
feel
sad.
like that kind of mentality is very also instilled in girls, right? Um, from a very young age. I don't know if you've also gone through it, but it's very subtle for a lot of people. But it's like, oh, but a way to a happy life is like, oh, men like it when you support them in their dreams, and men like it, men love a supportive
Yeah, but
girlfriend,
in
and
that case, it was
and
most likely, I just look at him and thought he's like way better than me, smarter than me, like everything. Yeah, it was
yeah.
that way. So I was like kind of downgrading myself to the point that I don't matter because he's gonna do everything he wants and we're gonna be happy because that's gonna
Yeah,
manage and I'm just lucky to be there, okay, by accident, I
yeah.
guess. So
But
it
see,
was that
no,
kind
see,
of.
that's so sad. I'm so happy
Yeah,
that you've grown
yeah.
from that. But like, okay,
Yeah.
chat, that makes you sad to hear, right? That
But
is
that
how,
happens with
yes,
everybody.
and that is how you sound too, chat. A lot of the
That is, I
time.
swear, that is so common, and you can't even see
Yeah.
that unless it's done.
Mm. But you, like Sora, deserve to grow out of that. Okay? I don't care if you're 25. I don't care if you're 45. I don't care if you're 55. I don't care if you're 80. Okay? The best way to start growing out of it was yesterday, and the second best day to start growing out of it is today. Okay?
Yeah.
You deserve a full life, 100% full life all by yourself. And
Because
I'm
it is
I'm
your life.
Yes, it is your life. It's your life. And so I do think that a lot of people in our chat, I do think we have a lot more guys in our chat than girls. This goes for all of you, but especially the guys. Okay? If you ever find yourself faced thinking that you know, oh, I wish my girlfriend was more like this, or you should support me more. Ask yourself if you are doing the same thing in the same capacity that you are expecting her to do for you. Are you making sure that this person you love has her agency, has her life, is her own person, the way you deserve to be your own? Because I think that that is something we can forget a lot. And so yeah, it's something that's super hard to talk to about with guys in life. And if I can help you, just you know, I'd be happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm hmm hmm. Yeah. Yeah, see chat. Yes, exactly, exactly. And again, it's back to the point, right? It's back to the point where like men aren't allowed to be emotional. You know? That's
You
for
are end of the
women.
conversation.
Huh?
You
Sorry?
are allowed end of the conversation.
Yes, yes. And so, like, yeah, men should focus on success, like chat says, and no, and don't spend time with their family because you're a provider in this day and age, baby. Stop it, okay? And nobody's a provider. We're all dying, okay? Economy's
Damn
bad.
it. Damn it.
The economy is very bad, okay? Everyone needs to start providing for their families and everything. Why make it harder for yourselves? Support the one you love. Provide for each other. For if you are I don't want children. But if you are someone who wants children in the future, you want a wife or you want a husband, you want children, you want, partner and a family, right? Why
Yeah.
don't don't be the person who's like, as your husband, I'm the breadwinner and you're the wife. You take care of the kids. No, it's not economy. It's not right for that anymore. Just support each other. Okay, love
Yeah,
each other. You come first. That and please, please, for the love of God, be the kind of father that spends time with their children, that knows their children's what was it? Um Knows their children's allergies, what they
yeah.
like, what they don't like. They know your children's doctors' names, their diseases, their
Just care.
school names. Care.
Just
Be an
care.
active parent. Okay? Being a provider means nothing. Okay? It means nothing. Everyone can provide for themselves at the end of the day because, the bar is very low. Okay, minimum wages is dropping everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
okay. So just remember, life is short. Life is already too hard to be stubborn in archaic ways.
yeah, don't make it harder for yourself.
Yeah.
If it's
Don't
not
deserve
working
that.
out, it's not working out.
It's
Move
not
on.
working out. Move on. Move on. Okay? I know it's much easier said than done. Move on. It's feel the heartbreak now. Get over it. Find someone who treats your heart as a precious treasure because that's what it is.
Yep.
Okay? I rant too much. My god. Do you regret having a podcast with me?
Never in a million years. No, I feel like we go perfect because I know you like to yap.
I
I
like
like to
yapping.
yap as well, but I feel like I'm a little bit less forward with the yapping, so we vibe just perfectly. You yap, and then I have my time to think about what I want to
You're
say.
like, and then she drops like bombshell wisdom in such a nice and like
Yeah, sure.
educated way. Don't you dare put yourself down. I am serious, girly. I am so serious with you right now.
Yeah, we're a team.
TLDR, be happy and be yourself.
And love
Be
yourself.
yourself and find happiness in it. Is the better way to TLDR. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Or
it's hard to say be
TLDW
happy.
rather.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, yeah,
actually something I learned. Like I never really knew in my life what I want to do. You know? Like what is my just like goal or something, or what should I wish for on my birthday stuff. And since
yeah.
I started going by just be happy, that's when I
Yeah.
actually started to enjoying doing things. Like I don't care about, I don't know, having a great car, like having a good PC. Of course, those are things I want, but I don't categorize them as, as the things I want to aim for. I just want to aim for what
Yeah.
makes me happy. And if in that moment a car would make me happy, go there and make things for the car. But maybe this day it will just getting a new straw to my drink will make me happy, and it literally did make me happy. So I got it.
So you
So
got
it's
it.
just so whatever makes you happy. No matter how big and small. Hey Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Yeah, sorry. Thank you so much for the raid. This is a podcast episode, so please forgive us if we are not fully interacting with chat. I hope you enjoy your stay. We are talking about questions, answers, advice about Valentine's Day, love, and relationships in general. Yeah. Arigato. Thank you.
Kinda finished, but if anybody wants to add something, we're open.
Yeah. No, I wanted to add on to what you were saying. About like if something makes you happy, go do it. I
Yeah.
also want to add if something is needed for your future self to be happy, but right now it sucks, go
Yeah.
do it. It's called
Yeah,
future investment.
about
Okay.
that.
And I say that as if like I'm a perfect person. Please understand that everything I've said today, I say it because it's easier for me to learn to follow the advice myself if I've kind of talked to other people about it too. Because or else I feel
Yes.
like a hypocrite, right? Like, oh, but I told Sora that she needs to not put herself down. That means that if I start putting myself down, I'm a hypocrite. And then I can't be a hypocrite. That's not good. So please understand that I'm saying a lot of things that's much easier said than done. But it's something I struggle with a lot myself. I struggle with my self-esteem. I struggle with previous bad relationships that has made it hard for me to trust people. I struggle with feeling like I don't know what I want to do in life, etc., etc. Um, so what I'm learning though is that self love is doing things that makes you happy. Self love is also doing things that makes you disciplined. Please do things that disciplines you so that in the future you are someone with far more self-respect than you were in your past self and far more capable of doing things that can make you happy in the moment.
Yep.
So if getting a shitty job right now so you can pay for that one course to become the chef of your dreams, then go get that shitty job. Go
Yeah.
pay for your chef course so you can be happy and be the chef of your dreams, for example.
Okay, I will start reading from tomorrow.
Yes, do it, Sora. Do it.
It's
Like
about
I know
time.
it's you. It's just I know that for you, it's like basically you have no time at all. But if that is something you dream of doing, I'm pretty sure you can find time for it, right? Suddenly
Yeah.
you're like, do I really need to
I
sit
need
down
to
for two
stop
hours and
sleeping
watch
that long.
Netflix?
Yes. I know, I'm trying, okay.
Sleep? I don't need sleep. What is sleep anyway? Hi, that's all. That's all I wanted to add.
Yeah, but I just found out that like some company that is apparently doing a research on like lucid sleep. They say that it's actually you can people are actually able to work in their sleep right now.
Oh my god, this is like literally the biggest capitalistic nightmare of
Yep.
all time.
Yep.
What the hell?
There we go.
Like they're not even. See, I told you. Okay, I told you. Don't make your partner's life miserable when when it apparently the world is setting us up to become miserable forever.
I wonder how that's gonna look when you sleep, and if you wake up, will you have a dream about working, or like
No,
how?
lucid dreaming. Have you ever lucid dreamed before?
I don't know, because
It's
I have
basically like you're
Mhm.
asleep, but your mind is awake.
Okay.
So your body is resting, but your mind is like you are aware of everything. and you're
Mm-hmm.
almost capable of like making choices the way you would have made like
Okay, yeah, so I've
IRL.
been there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a completely different thing from like a dream, right? Where you know you're even if you know you're dreaming,
Mm-hmm.
um the dream logic is a little different, right? So lucid dreaming is like you are fully in charge of what's going on
Yeah, but if I wake
around you.
up, do I remember what I was doing? I guess, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
With lucid dreams, you do. Yeah,
So I would
I
just
think
like
so.
wake up after 12 hours of work and I'd be like, oh damn it, I hate what I did. Let's redo
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's just arcane. I find that so torturous because like your brain is gonna be 24/7. It's just gonna be online. You know, you don't even get
Yeah, but you
the
know, since I still do have lucid dreams from time to time, it's still, I
yeah.
guess, on, right? So will it really change?
Yeah.
It's gonna,
Well,
it's,
I
it's
think
only
it's
gonna
more
change.
that I think the difference is that when you have lucid dreams from time to time now, it's you're still like something that happens. But if you're lucid dreaming every night to keep working, I feel like that's very
No,
different
that's
because,
obviously,
you know.
yeah, that's obviously a bad thing. Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, what are we getting overpaid? Like, are you getting overtime pay? Are you getting nighttime pay? You know, all that extra
Well,
good benefits.
like
You know,
depends
are
on what
we?
you can do, right? Because I guess you can't really cook in your dreams. Like so if you're a chef, you that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
not
gonna
gonna
work
work.
for me, right? If I'm a designer, I just think about it. So I can, I guess, do it in my lucid dream and I can get paid for that because I just get paid for project being done, right? So if I do projects in my sleep, I'm taking.
See, for me, I feel like that sounds like a nightmare. You know,
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
like,
so
you do
true.
not get me when
But
I'm asleep.
have you ever had like this dream that you dreamed about something that
Yeah.
is like, you think about it, that when you wake up you're gonna make it happen because that is actually
Yeah.
doable. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
wake
Yeah.
up after having like an amazing idea for a like life-changing overlays or like a project I wanted to do, right? And
Yeah.
then I wake up and I have no freaking idea. I can't remember a thing, but I remember it was awesome and it would change my life.
And then you realize that my brain is powerful, but my body isn't.
Yes, that's so
like the
true.
the necessary skills. You know, sometimes I dream about like being able to draw a certain type of way, and in
Yes.
my dream I am literally drawing it, like physically drawing it, and I'm like, oh my god, I have never thought that all I needed to do was to do A, B, and C, and now I get it. I get the shapes. I understand. I can literally, wake up and paint now because I learned how to do it in my dream. And wake up and I'm like, stick figure.
Yeah.
It's a stick figure. Do you like it?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Hi. Hmm.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, that was. I think
3
that's
hours
it
of
from
yapping. Wow.
3 hours of Valentine's yapping. Oh my goodness. Did you guys, I hope that chat has enjoyed. I
Yeah.
hope that we managed to maybe give some semblance of good advice or insights.
Or
Um,
just made you feel a little bit better about yourself or everything
yeah,
that's happening for
about
you.
Val. Yes. And to everyone that might be going through a very hard time, whether it's with someone or without anyone, uh, you got this. You got this. Life is too short to waste on people who continuously bog you down, okay? So, yes. Mm, 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 mm.
If we could do this, you could do this.
Yes, yes. Okay. Listen. Yeah. If honestly, if we could do this, you can do this. I truly feel like I was
Yeah,
someone who
I
was
really mean
never
it.
gonna be able to
Because
move
I'm
on
such a
with my life.
baby and I managed.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you, Sora. I don't know if anyone's
And
ever
I'm
said
so
that.
proud of you. Hello.
I thank you, but I'm so proud of my Sora. I'm very proud of the little Sora that understood her worth. You know, even if it took time to leave, and I'm very proud of this Sora for becoming you. You know, I'm very proud of you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Right back at you, my dear.
Great stream, you convinced me to stay single.
Oh.
Stay single.
If that makes
watch
you happy.
Yeah, if that makes you happy. If you're like, yeah, no, I just gotta stay single. Sora streams every when do you stream?
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
And Koro streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday. So you have a whole week
Yeah.
of being single and watching cute VTubers.
If you stuck it, guys, you have a whole week of fun.
Exactly. Hi. How about we wrap it up then? Yeah?
I think it's about time.
I think it's about time. Are we gonna rate someone today, or do we end it like this? It's a podcast episode.
Yeah, I think we can just end it.
Okay.
Unless you want to rate somebody, then feel free. I'm not stopping
No,
you.
I think for podcast we can keep it like this, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Arigato! Thank you. What a way to end it. Arigato!
Wally, thank you, cutie. Did we both got it?
Like, I think it's lagging.
Yeah, it's
Doing that
lagging.
thing again.
Oh, hi. It's a levitating costume. I had seen nothing. It's Sandy, thank you, cutie. Oh my damn, holy moly.
There you go.
Oh.
Thank you.
That was sexy.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
See? Yes, this is the best way to spend your money. This is true.
Wow.
So what just happened for everyone who's listening and not watching right now? We just got gifted lots of subs on our Twitch chats respectively. And it was told that this is what happens when they save a lot of money for being single. And so I just want you guys to know that this is a perfectly acceptable way to spend it. Spend it on Koro and spend it on Sora. Yes.
Yeah.
The money
Please
goes
remember
to good
that.
causes.
That Kora has a debut soon. Kora needs all your treasure, guys.
No, save it. I'm saving for surgery.
Oh, that's also an important cause.
Yeah.
Go support the surgery. So Koro can be the full Koro.
And what is it? And
The
what
full
is it,
power.
Sora? Saving. I'm gonna hold your hand. There we go.
Oh, what I'm saving for life, I guess.
I see.
For life, yeah.
A big,
So I
big
can-
cause as well.
I can think about, moving out, having my own place to stay.
Let's get Sora a place to stay. Any people who own condos in chat wanna give? We want it.
Anybody
gifted, not
want
just,
to adopt Dina?
Oh my god, can you imagine? Like if someone was like, yeah, here's a condo, it's in your name, it's yours now, everything's paid for the rest of your life. You can live here, you can sell it, you can rent it out, you can do whatever you want with it. I'll send you a salary of $1 million a month.
Oh,
And all
a
you
month.
have to do is yes, a month. I mean, this is my fantasy, Sora. Okay, it's okay.
yeah. That's beautiful. I like that fantasy.
Yeah. And all you have to do is make sure that you stream 3 times a week.
Oh my
And if you
damn.
can't, you just let me know, and then I'll send you chocolate. Yeah, this is a good This is a
Yeah,
good
this is a good life.
Yes, yes. So, again, thank you everyone for coming. Arigato. Thank you.
Are you
And
streaming
I
tomorrow?
will see you all. Yes, I am streaming to. I'm streaming to tomorrow.
Yeah, so you'll see Kota tomorrow and me on
Yes,
Sunday again.
and Sora on Sunday, exactly. And I hope that you guys enjoyed our little VYap session with Koro.
And
And
Sora!
there you go. Yay! That's gonna be our new outro. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, one more time. Arigato! Thank you for enjoying VYapps with Koro.
And Sora!
Arigato!